7:30 on the DOT. A very good morning, Malabites and Malabresses, ladies and gentlemen, friends and foes, mummies and daddies. You're tuned into Unical 103.5 FM, the only station that offers you the best of education, information, and of course, entertainment 360. We love to call it Edu Infotainment. That was Pray by Benson. I hope you prayed this morning. It's very important to always start your day with a prayer. It doesn't have to be a very lengthy and very long prayer, but just a simple, quiet prayer to start off your day. How are you feeling this morning? It's another beautiful day in the city of Calabar. Today's Wednesday. It's the midweek. How are you feeling? I hope that you're feeling good. I hope that you're feeling great this morning. I mean, what other feeling would you be feeling this morning if you're not feeling good? I mean, you might not be riding your best car or living in the best houses, but you're alive. You're hale and hearty. Your body is complete. I mean, there's really everything to be happy about. There's really everything to be grateful for. How did you sleep? I hope that you had a very peaceful and very splendid night's rest, because I mean, after the day's work, it's very important that you go back home, have decent sleep. So I hope that you were able to have decent sleep. And the weather these days is absolutely amazing. It's really amazing. Even if you do not want to sleep, the weather will actually force you to actually go to sleep. So I hope that you had a very peaceful night's rest. My name is Igwe Van Henshaw. They call me Spies off the airwaves, and I'm your morning companion right here on the Morning Boss Show. My job here is really simple. I'm here to escort you as you go through your day, whether you're going to school, going to work, going to, your different business activities, you're running errands, or you're just sitting at home, just chilling. I'm here to be your companion. I'm here to ensure that I give you the best of education, information, and of course, entertainment 360. We love to call it Edu Infotainment. This is the Morning Boss Show. As you already know, I don't do this alone. I do this with an amazing gang. Right now, we have Obi Thompson in the studio this morning. Good morning, Thompson, and welcome to the show. How are you feeling today?
I am doing exceptionally great this morning. Good morning. I'm fine. Good morning, Malabites and Malabresses. Good morning to our very listeners all over the world. It's such a beautiful time to be here. Thank God it's Wednesday. I can't wait for the week to just go off, man. I'm good. So how are you doing today, too?
I'm very well, thank you. I came in and I saw you looking like an
allergy.
Which allergy?
Malam.
Like Habib from Yakar.
No.
Yes, now because the regalia is giving diversity, cultural diversity.
Yeah, just call me allergy.
No.
And then tomorrow I am going to come in the Yako attire. It's just that I didn't want to come in Yako attire this morning because.
So what inspired this one? This allergy outfit. What inspired it?
Somebody has assured me of good suya today.
You're still on this soya matter. You've not given up. Okay.
But I am scared of eating soya these days, especially now that we are having a whole lot of troubling cases of kidnapping, and all of that.
What does it have to do with soya?
Yeah, it got to a point. There was a time in Calabar, Cross River State precisely, where we were warned not to eat meat certain time like that because a lot of people were missing, and you may not tell if that was really, really, really what it was. But however, I love what the Hausa community came out to do. They came out to debunk that, what they are actually selling, it's real, beef meat and all of that. So it was really, 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 really something that triggered a lot of concerns in the States. But thank goodness, it wasn't really what it is. But currently, we are exceptionally very okay. So I'm going to go to
I never heard of any story like that.
No, it really trended. It trended. It was a time where most of us didn't even want to eat meat at all. Anything called meat, we didn't want to.
So Thompson, you're telling me that if you see, I can't even say this with a straight face.
Okay.
If you see beef and see human flesh, you wouldn't know which is which.
How would you know?
You know what?
You know how technical this guy is.
This is so technical.
No. Let me shock you. Do you know that a lot of people are eating snake and never knew that they are eating snake? They thought it's fish. Because the way they would dry it, especially python, the way they would dry it, the way they would make it look as if, look, this is really not, fish. You won't believe it. Do you understand? So that is how it is. Some persons are so, giving that you won't even know that, oh, this is snake or this is fish, and you won't even know it. The last event we had in that was Wise Up during the carnival last year. My boss actually had the opportunity to kill python. At just around, somebody killed and then he bought it, And then when they finished making it,
Why?
they dried it. Look, when they brought it to where a lot of persons who never ate, snake before had the taste of it. It was after they finished eating that they said, "Do you know what people were eating?"
I would sue you.
No,
I
no, 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 no.
promise you. If I was in that situation, I would sue
now,
you,
for
Thompson.
some persons who came while we already started eating though, because it was many, it was very plenty. And so for those who just joined us, we allowed everybody eat. So after that, he said, "Do you know what you're actually eating? That is snake." And they'd be like, "Wow, that tasted sweet." For some women,
I think I don't talk my own finish. I would definitely sue you. Just like some people that eat
long truth.
what's it called now? What's it called now? Dog meat,
Yeah.
and think it's goat's meat.
Okay,
How?
so you see,
like how?
So a lot of persons are very good in making all of these meats. It's just like this 404. There are some persons that if they finish making it, they
You will
can
not
use
know.
they can use any meat at all, but you not know that that is not dog meat. Do you understand? So that is how those persons are actually gifted. Do you understand? So, however, I think
Please though, let me put a disclaimer out there. Just in case, any day I come to your house or something,
and
we
you
are
cook
eating,
anything,
please tell me what you are
tell
cooking.
me.
Please,
Let me know the varieties of meats you're actually, so that I will
if I
know.
die in your house, I don't give a case. So
Okay.
okay. So if I come to your house and you offer me anything, whatever it is, food, drinks, tell me, okay, this is a python, this is a frog, this is a lizard, this is a rat. Let me know. Let it be that I'm the one that knew and decided to still go ahead and eat it. Because if I eat it and you later tell me, oh, do you know that you just finished eating a frog? Now police go settle the case.
Okay.
Anyway, right now we're being joined by Sharon right here on the show. Good morning, Sharon, and welcome to the Morning Bus Show. How are you feeling today?
Good morning, Vine. Good morning, Thompson. I was feeling fine until I heard what Thompson said. And I was like, are you kidding? Are you kidding? By the way, I love the apparel though. I just said that, I was like,
Okay.
I see Thompson.
Like I said, it's given
Habib.
Allergy.
Excuse me, I'll give you the name.
Oh,
He's giving
Allergy.
Habib from Yakar.
No.
Habib from Yakar.
This is not our Yakar.
Okay, listen. Okay,
yeah.
Habib with a little bit of Igbo Amaka. Yes.
You combine all of them together.
Cultural diversity,
Sharp.
inclusivity. I love
Nigeria.
it. We are one Nigeria.
10 out of 10.
We are one Nigeria. Yeah. So
Anyways,
stand for it.
I'm doing good. I'm actually doing good. I rested well enough and I came to work. Although there were a lot of hitches on the road, drivers wanted to be drivers.
No. Let's not start from today.
Today.
Get to talk to us. What happened yesterday evening?
Yesterday
evening. Let's start from the evening. Yes.
What happened yesterday evening? Yesterday evening, I went back home on time and I rested. I did all the chores.
Okay, in short, there was nothing wrong.
There was nothing wrong.
Okay, fine.
I think we should talk about, because you just said something about the drivers. We should talk about these drivers, because I've come to realize that these drivers are just one how do I say this? They are just a gun away from being armed robbers. Because what do you mean you're paying? Okay, so I went somewhere.
Not just them, keke to bike to
drivers in general, commercial drivers.
Yes,
they are just a gun away from being an armed robber. Because I entered I don't know if you guys are conversant with this Mount Zion by Owante. It's literally a 2-minute drive. If you can actually walk from Mount Zion to Yellow Duke by Palm Street. And this guy told me, I gave him 200 naira and he wanted to drive up. I'm like, okay, I don't understand what's going on. And I said, not 200 naira now. I'm like, 200 naira how? He now reluctantly gave me 15 naira. Mind you, I pay my way to that place almost every other day, 100 naira. But it got to his turn. He wanted to get 200 naira from me. And when I now confronted him, he now reluctantly gave me 15 naira and just drove off. And I was thinking, okay, now to carry gun remains. That's why I just thought, now to carry gun remains. Because what the hell?
When I was today, I would have come on time. I would have come on time because of the fact that he was in Shakara Keke. Keke. It's something that my uncle said. I don't know whether it's true. That Keke, these tricycles don't use as much fuel as buses do. But they will still charge.
Their tank is even as big enough to contain so much
exactly.
fuel.
So they don't buy in mass quantities the way mini buses will. Now I told this guy from I think around DSS side to Atimbo roundabout. I said, okay, I opted now 100 naira. I said it's 150. I was like, hello. What's going on? I was confused. Like, it's 100 naira. It's like it's 150. It was arguing with me. His keke was empty. And I came by. I said, okay, no one, no problem. And he drove away. I said, okay, me and you, pull us small. I walk to where I'm walking
Now
to.
that's the thing that baffles me all the time. They would rather drive empty.
Empty through that route, that same
I've had
road,
the ones that
than pick. Oh my
I've had the ones I
god!
was supposed to go from Esagbo to highway by Calabar. I told this guy 500 naira. Let's be simple, 500 naira. That was before this fuel increment. He now said 600. If I was telling me 700 before, he said 600. And I said, Ghana 500 I would, and 500 I budgeted for it already. Then he was like, okay, then he drove away. I say a whole 500 naira because of 100 naira difference.
That's the thing. They would rather, and they will say it with pride, that they would rather drive
I said,
empty
no problem.
than pick anybody. And they are driving through that same route, that same exact.
Exactly.
And I don't know if it's the Calabar thing, but even when you go to the market, when you're bargaining or haggling with a market woman, and she doesn't agree with your price, she'll tell you, I'll rather let it spoil than sell it for that amount.
You see
Really?
these people selling perishable
God have
commodities.
mercy.
Those guys are.
Oh, I have.
That is
They will
them.
tell you
Even in the
I
street,
will walk
even in
away.
the street, they'll tell you, Mbao, I can't sell this thing like that. But the next morning, you see they pack all those things to go and dump out.
This one, they'll tell you to your face that they would prefer that thing stays there and spoil
So now
than sell it.
What's the point now?
Yeah.
They're trying
what's
to prove
the
a point to you that they are adamant or they are firm.
Adamant. Me and them.
I don't.
See, the funny thing is, let's weigh this thing like very, very
Who is
well.
losing?
Who is losing?
Okay. So,
Who is losing? Because there are a lot of 1,000 vendors that sell the same thing in Calabar.
Yes.
So who is losing at the end of the day? Because when I finish, I'll move to the next person, and the person may even sell lower than what
Yes.
I'm trying to bargain with you. So who is the one losing? That's what they don't realize most of the times, and it's as if it's here.
You know when you shoot yourself in the foot to prove a point. That's the thing. Because at the end of the day, you're the one feeling the hurts. You're the one feeling the pains. I am. There's
My
nothing wrong
money,
with me.
I've carried the money and I'm going to buy
There's
something.
nothing wrong
else.
with me. It's my money, and I can decide to take it anywhere else. But they'll tell you that it goes make it spoil. You better make it spoil than for me to sell and give you for that amount. Madam, it's not that deep. It's not you're selling it or not. And more often than not, you're selling perishable products or perishable goods that that the very next day you can just get bad and you lose everything. But because you do not want to be civil, you do not want to be sensible, because I think it's just a lack of common sense.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, these things will perish. So instead of you selling it at whatever rate, just so that it doesn't perish and you do not lose everything completely.
And this particular keke driver, it's something I just remembered now. He's known for doing it. Like, he's known for hiking the prices of things. If the rest of the keke drivers would keep it at a normal point, he would hike the price. But the time I was coming back with my cousins, and then I asked him, I wanted to take seats. He was like, you pay for 2 seats. I said 1. Because I'm like, but you have to pay for 2 seats because our load was much. I said, oh God, I'm sitting down on 1 seat. Like, how is that one affecting? I'm sitting down on 1 seat. The next thing I was not hearing was, he was like, you will pay extra. That is, everybody's paying 200 naira, I'll pay 300 naira because I carry children. I was not like, oh God, they use 1 seat. How do they pay for more than 1 seat? Next thing I heard was, you don't know how to talk to person. I said, that's your business.
And they like it when people beg them.
That's your business.
They love it when you beg them.
Because
so
I can
much.
carry this children and walk. That's your business. It's just, I actually take the transport because of them. That's the thing. Because on a normal, I will stroll down the way I'm based, because I'm carrying children that are exhausted and they're tired. So I have to use transport so that they will not get more exhausted on the road.
Yeah.
So that is exactly why. When he did that, and I was like, in fact, it's better I stand there and wait for another keke than actually deal with this nonsense.
Well,
Because people that had to tell me, just come and join, ignore what he's doing. I said, okay.
At the end of the day, we are not the ones losing, because just like you said, there are 1,001 people selling the same exact thing in Calabar. So if I don't buy from you, I'll buy from another person.
Yeah, could I use that word? I don't know if it should be proper to say, just like they used to say that penny wise, pound foolish. Yeah, that is exactly what happens in this part of the country, because so why not just sell? And it's just like some persons, just the same thing. They prefer to buy things and stock and keep, and rather than selling them all up, because
Sometimes
they want it to wait until when they say, oh, just like fuel. A lot of persons will buy fuel and store and wait. A lot of fuel stations will just be selling a drop, just drop. And then they wait until when they say, oh, the price have gone up, and then they start selling. But when they stock and they hear that the price have gone down, mba. So that is how some persons really looks like. They buy
that one is daytime robbery. Like,
so
you're being
they buy
thief.
stuffs and keep without selling them. So it's really bad. It's really not okay. And a lot of them are in hostel. Hall 9, Hall 8. You go to Malabo, a lot of those persons are still doing the same thing. Madam, sell those things to students, sell it out. And then for Dubok, I think this is opportunity for us to also talk about these guys because one, yeah, we understand that you're going to generate revenue in whichever means, in whichever way. But however you're generating your revenue should not be to the detriment of that market woman who choose to sell to the students. Because before now, students, people prefer, in fact, neighbors around University of Calabar prefer to
buy
come
something inside the
inside the
university.
school,
Yes.
do you
Yeah.
understand, than buying outside.
Outside.
But these days, students rather leave things inside the school
True.
and go outside. And so the question is, why is it so? We are supposed to have things cheaper inside the university than any other place, no matter how expensive these things. I was talking about this the other day on the show, that why is it that these particular farmers within the university community will harvest water leaf and still expect us to buy it as if we need to buy exchange rate, or we need to buy dollars before we can buy it.
Now, the
But
thing is,
meanwhile,
I don't
the
think
same quantity is even lesser in price outside of the
Outside.
university.
now the problem is the people in charge of allocating the spaces for people to sell.
Okay.
Right, they give them the spaces at a very high
High
rate and
rate.
expect them to sell cheap
And
for
it's
the
not
students.
only- it's
It's
not
not
only
possible.
It's not possible.
It's not
It's
only
not.
in
It's not
Unicom.
possible.
It also happens in most campuses in Nigeria. They would hike the prices of rent because it's inside the school. And you see students that would buy, normally a plate of rice would be like 1,500, 2,000 naira.
It's still the same thing we're
Outside.
talking about.
Inside would be higher.
Penny wise, pound foolish. You increase the rent and then people are packing out of the shops. There are lots of shops that are not opened if you go to
True.
Malabo.
Yeah.
And the question is why? It's because the rent is so expensive. So instead of you reducing the rent for more people to come in, you're rather increasing the rate and more people are leaving. So
Normally,
what's the
people
essence?
always, struggle to come and get stalls
Stall,
in the
yeah.
university because they know how cheap it is.
Mm.
Right? But these days, the stalls are so expensive, and somehow there's a rule for them to sell at a particular rate. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up because
Those
if
persons,
they are paying so
Okay.
much for the stalls, they should be able to be given the leverage to charge whatever they want to charge on their goods.
Because if you calculate the profits they earn, it's
Mm.
not as much as what they spent already.
True.
let me even take instance about barbing, for instance.
Mm.
Before now, most of those guys who are barbing within the school community, they spend a lot of hours barbing a lot of persons because people prefer to leave the nearby community, come to the school to have their hair cut.
Yeah.
But these days, you go there, they are sleeping because the same charges they charge in the school is
It's
what
the
they are
same
charging
one that-
outside.
yes,
So why
true.
do you expect someone to pay transport and come down here and get the same service that he will definitely get outside there? And then to what detriment? A lot of our students are barbers, a lot of our students are hair makers, a lot of our students. The only people have not really thought about are these guys making nails at Hall 9, at Malabo, in fact, within the campus.
Mm.
So I don't know whether they have increased their price because I'm still seeing a lot of patronage
Yeah.
within them. I don't know. Maybe it's because they just have to sit outside
they don't need a
there and
stall.
they don't have they don't
I feel
own
like
a shop.
they have a certain amount they pay for staying there.
I think so too.
Yeah,
have
maybe,
to
maybe
say
it's,
so
it's not
too.
affecting them because if it does, I'm seeing a whole high patronage.
They've
per
trust me,
se.
they've increased the price. It's just that when girls want what they want, they will definitely put money
Irrespective
down for
of
it.
maybe that
Irrespective
is
of it.
why at some point in time the management is not seen to that side that it's really affecting the students. So I think let me seize this opportunity to plead with Dubok. I think Dubok, right?
Mm.
That please they need to take a look at these issues and readdress them. And then the vice chancellor should, as a matter of fact, and the management team, visit these guys, have a roundtable discussions with these guys and get to see how we step down. We understand that okay, we have a lot of bills to meet up, but irrespective of that, we can actually gain more people come in, invest, and then trust me, we're going to have all of the monies we need to be able to sort out a lot of bills.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is a students' community, and
Yeah.
things are supposed to be affordable because these are students who crying out loud. They're not working. Some of them are not working, so
Okay.
they're relying on their parents, for certain things. So I don't think it's wise for them to spend so much to get things like food and other basic stuff here in the University of Calabar. It should be cheaper. It should be more affordable for them, and people should be coming from outside to come and patronize people, on campus because of how affordable your things are. Anyway, what are you up to this morning? What is happening in your area this morning? What is the life situation in your area this morning, you guys? Since Sunday. My people.
We had light all
Since
through the
Sunday.
night.
Oh, Chim.
We had like every night the
Yeah.
day before yesterday. The schedule, they follow the schedule on the normal. So
Oh,
today evening we have like
Oh, wow.
yes.
Well, our own, we no see schedule, oh, no see light. So,
I was having a conversation with my friend, and he was like, "It's how we have settled for less, and now we appreciate
we are
any
less.
small
No,
thing."
it's not. We are not settling for less.
I'm not
We are
less
less.
with you, please.
Okay.
Just
I'm
2
not
days
less with
Go
ago.
and buy. Go and fuel gas 100 naira now if you're not less.
Nah, I'm not less
Uh,
with you.
go
That's what I'm
and
saying.
fuel gas
See, do you know for
100
anything?
naira.
There are some people that this thing does not affect. No, not except politicians and all the people that are in higher business. There's some people that it doesn't affect on the normal.
How does it
They
not
do their
affect
thing.
you?
There's people that they are not phased by it.
How?
They're still buying their thing. They're still doing their thing. They're not struggling to do that same thing.
Doesn't mean that you're not being affected.
They will be affected, but they will not complain as much as
That's
other
the word,
people.
complain. But it affects
Exactly.
everybody, because what do you mean you used to buy gas 1,000 naira before, now it's 2,000 something, and you're not affected? Of course, that
It's called
1,000
aware
feels like it's
force,
nothing, right? You can add it to something else and do something else, right? So you might not complain as much as the common man, but everybody is affected at the end of the day. It's crazy. It's very, very crazy. We've settled for less so much in this
I
country.
think I'll
that-
go with Sharon. There are lots of people who are not affected, and those are the same persons who will never want to get their PVCs.
They're
Those
comfortable.
are same persons who would want to sell their votes. Those are same persons who will go to the
If you
street
have to sell your vote, then
go
you are
and
actually
campaign.
affected. No, if you have to sell your votes, you are affected. In fact, you are now you in
Okay.
fact now you'd be the most
The effect.
affected. That's it. That is it. If you have to sell, because let's be honest, how much could you possibly sell your votes for?
And how much are you surviving a month?
Hmm.
Okay, let me use a week. How
Mm.
much are you surviving a week with? So I think look, you're all affected.
Everybody's affected.
Points to the
That's just it.
You're affected.
Every single person is affected, because
Yeah.
I don't see how, every day we wake up and, the prices of things are just skyrocketing, and nobody's saying anything about it. Nobody's doing anything about it. And just like what you said, Thompson, I believe that some people have just they've just given up on the system. They're like, you know what, whatever happens. I don't care. I mean, there's just like I told you guys, I went for a survey and I realized that a lot of young people have given up.
Mm.
To them, they feel like their votes will never count. Their voice is not heard.
You see
So there's
comments.
no point even trying.
You see comments like, Nigeria has failed me. Nigeria has done this.
For
Nigeria
them,
has
there's
done
no
that.
point trying, because you trying is just like, just wasting your effort according to them. But that's not the truth at the end of the day, right? We all need to come out and vote. We all need to, cast our votes at the end of the day, because we've settled for less so much that we don't think we deserve better. We don't even think there's even better.
There is better. See, like I said before, if in the earlier times when we had things low, when we had fuel price, it was never up to 100 naira before, we could still be better off. Things can change. Things can turn around for the better. If we've had better days, there will definitely be better ones to come. I feel like we just need to put in that glimpse of hope at least, and equally go and vote. So that would be we'll hold our leaders accountable. That's the way to go.
Anyway, let us know what you're up to this morning, or what is happening in your area. Let us know 080944444058. Also, tell us, have you gotten your PVC? Talk to us this morning. Have you experienced any challenges trying to register your PVC? Let us know 080944444058. I'll take that again, 080944444058. You can send an SMS to that number, or send a WhatsApp message to that same number, and we'll take it right here on the show. What is happening in your area this morning? What are you up to? Where are you listening to us from? And have you gotten your PVC? Are you ready to vote? If you have not gotten your PVC yet, talk to us this morning. Why haven't you gotten your PVC yet? Are you experiencing any challenges from the various centers? Let us know, 080944444058. I'll take that again, 080944444058. You can send an SMS to that number, or send a WhatsApp message to that same number, and we'll take it right here on the show. Time check is 54 minutes past the hour of 7, and right now we're going back to the music. When we come back, we're moving straight to the next segment of the show, which is the weather focus segment. I'll leave in the hands of Ashake and Ha. This one says Lonely at the Top remix. Stay very close to your radio sets. We'll be back before you know it. Lonely at the Top by Shakir and Ha. That is actually Lonely at the Top remix. It's still the Morning Bus show right here on Unico 103.5 FM, the only station that offers you the best of education, information, and of course, entertainment 360. We love to call it a do infotainment. Time check is 57 minutes past the hour of 7. And before the break, we're asking, what are you up to this morning? What is the situation in your area this morning? Is there light? Has the refuse been packed in your area this morning? Let us know. 0809 I'll take that again. 0809 You can send an SMS to that number or send a WhatsApp message to that same number and we'll take it right here on the show. Also, let us know if you've gotten your PVC yet, and if you've not gotten your PVC, let us know what is delaying you. Are you experiencing any challenges? Talk to us this morning, 0809 Right now, we're moving straight to the next segment of the show, which is the weather focus segment. Like I said earlier, today is the 10th day in the month of June 2026. It's a Wednesday, and today is expected to be warm, humid, and mostly cloudy, with a good chance of afternoon and evening rain showers. Temperatures will range between 23 degrees Celsius and 31 degrees Celsius. Now, in the morning from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., temperature will be around 24 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. The weather condition will be mostly cloudy with a chance of light rain. Now, the rain chance will be around 40 to 60%. Now, the tip for the morning is if you're heading out early, keep a small umbrella handy as scattered showers may develop. Now, the afternoon from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m., temperature will be around 28 degrees Celsius to 31 degrees Celsius. The weather conditions will be warm and humid with increasing chances of showers and thunderstorms. Now, the rain chance in the afternoon will be around 60 to 80%. The tip for the afternoon is outdoor activities are best completed before mid-afternoon when rain becomes more likely. Now, in the evening from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., we have temperatures ranging from 25 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. The weather condition for the evening is cloudy with periods of rain. Some heavier showers are possible. Now, the rain chance in the evening is around 70 to 90%. That's the highest for the day. Now, the tip for the evening is expect wet roads and possible traffic delays during the evening commute. Now, the summary for the day is temperature will range from 23 degrees Celsius to 31 degrees Celsius. The rain chance is high, especially from afternoon into the night. Now, the general advisory for today is carry an umbrella or raincoat, plan for possible afternoon downpours, and stay hydrated due to the humid conditions. And there you have it. That is the weather focus for you this morning. Ensure that you plan your day accordingly. Go out with an umbrella. I cannot stop saying this over and over and over again on the show. Go out with an umbrella. It's very important. It will save your life one day.
Yeah.
You'll remember that we always tell you this on the show, that you should always step out with an umbrella
Umbrella.
because it's very, very important.
And if you know you had health concerns that you need to stay back home, please do it. Stay back
Stay at home. Oh.
Yeah, so you don't have to fall on the streets or expect people to come and help you and all of that. And if you don't know a nearest bus stop, please use shuttles, use buses, use transport. For those of you who want to do exercise because of a little change like Sharon that you don't want to spend, please. And
I
if you
don't
know you
understand.
cannot use please, when
Stray
you use
I
bullet.
don't
somebody's-
understand.
Stray bullet.
It's not
I
straight.
call
It came
it.
direct.
Oh, sorry.
That's
I hope
not
you're
fault.
fine though.
Please. Ensure you leave your house early. Ensure you stay back when you
I'll
need to
have
stay
you
back.
know
Ensure
that
you need
I
to spend when
take
you
a
need to spend.
stroll
Oh,
every
you don't
day.
trek, you just
I don't
stroll.
trek.
Amazing,
Thank you.
darling.
I did trek.
Thank you. Yes, you trek. I don't. I stroll. I take a walk.
but Papa have been saying it several times. When you're leaving your
Why
house,
not they rate me for
carry
you?
an extra money.
Why
As
not
the
they
day
rate
goes-
me?
because you might not.
Sharon, let it go.
Ah.
Let it go.
No, it's opposite me. I will not let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go, Sharon.
I'll not let it go.
Like you've vindicated yourself. You say you stroll,
I
you do
stroll,
not trek.
yes.
Yes. As
I
much
don't
as both of them
I
require
don't
the
trek.
same
Bro,
Have you seen trekking?
What is
Trekking is
trekking?
rigorous movement.
you
Like
like,
you're walking. So I'm
if you
strolling. I walk little by little because as a queen I am. I
say,
walk
let's
little
say
by
you want to
little.
stroll from here to 8 miles and you walk
Jesus, now
gently,
trek be that. Now waka be
but
that.
you're walking
Now
gently
waka
and
be that. Life is
elegantly.
different.
Taking fruits. When you say you're strolling, you're actually taking snacks, pricing things in the roadside, and talking to
Thompson, you're a
people.
media
That's strolling.
personality. You appear on camera every day. You cannot be strolling and eating anything on the road.
No,
It's
that is
Oh, yeah, wait.
unethical.
That is
Is it
strolling.
not from me?
Trekking is something
It's
that.
It's
unethical.
unethical. It's
It's
unprofessional.
unethical.
Wait,
No.
Yeah.
wait. Okay, fine.
Yes.
But strolling is when you're getting one or two.
Not you can get,
We
but
don't
not eat on the road.
road.
Yes.
That's the female person die for. Can eat when you're hungry. Right?
No, they can eat.
No, you
we
can't.
cannot
No,
eat.
you can start one place and eat the food there.
Because the next time you make headlines.
What if
Radio presenter Opie Thompson seen eating corn along Atimbo roundabout.
deny you.
that
like
was
this.
when maybe your family doctor advised to eat
On the
in
road,
that time.
if your family doctor advises you to eat while walking,
Right, you should be home by that time.
Say because you be chairman no dey eat for public. Guy, you go die hungry. Eat.
That's very bad advice Opie Thompson's giving right there. Don't eat on
But
the
we're
road.
It's on the
actually
road,
talking
too.
about trekking and strolling. When you're strolling, please get one or two. You could have a bottle
Can't
of
just
water,
get
you could
water.
have
Yeah, water.
Water.
That is it. Stay
Yeah.
hydrated. We
Stay
say that all the
hydrated.
time.
Ice cream.
Hey,
Bottle
Jesus.
ice cream, you can be sipping some. Eh?
This year come, man. I just
And
give up.
then-
I give up on you.
The
When
sight
you are
is not
trekking-
even nice.
When you're trekking, that you're preparing yourself to start running when nobody's pursuing you.
Yes, exactly. Trekking is rigorous movement. Like you're walking, with such energy. There's one of my neighbors. Like, Jesus, this guy. I don't even understand the energy he used to walk. But with the fact that he used to like trek a couple of times, his body has gotten used to it, and his legs.
Okay, let me ask. From main gate to CS Center, do you know is equivalent to from main gate to Maria Market? I hope you know. So would you call that
Is
trekking
it
or strolling?
Thompson? If you said what, I'll be like, okay, no problem. It's what?
Maria Market is
Marian?
not far now. Yes,
Maria
it's
Market is not far.
from main gate to CS is about 5 minutes walk. Do you know that from main gate to Maria Market is still the same 5 minutes?
I reserve my comment.
I don't trek them, that's why.
Anyway,
My
at the end of
defense,
the
Calabar
day,
is easy to trek around.
Oh.
Actually, they're not bad
at
roads.
the end of the
Everything
day,
is straight.
please, Trekkers Association of Nigeria, Calabar chapter, please. My own is that you should go out with an umbrella, go out with a raincoat, anything that keeps you protected from the rain. Because
Yeah.
if you don't go out with all these things, it's impossible
Yeah.
to trek under the rain. So ensure that you go out with your rain gears and stay hydrated as well, because humidity will be high. So ensure that you carry a bottle of water wherever you're going, so you can be hydrated all the time. Well, that's how much can take on the weather focus segment right here on the Morning Buzz Show. We're going back to the music. When we come back, Opie Thompson will take us through the exchange rate segment right here on the show. I'll leave you in the hands of King Maddie. This one says American Love. Stay very close to your radio set. We'll be back before you know it. American Love by King Madi. Time check is 8 minutes past the hour of 8, and you're tuned into Unico 103.5 FM, the only station that offers you the best of education, information, and of course, entertainment 360. We love to call it Edu Infotainment. And remember, this is the Morning Boss Show. Right now, we're moving straight to the next segment of the show, which is the exchange rate segment. And Obi Thompson will take us through that segment of the show. Obi Thompson, let's have it.
Okay, so welcome to that morning boss segment where we let you and I know how to spend our finances properly. And then for most of you will be traveling out like me over the weekend. We'll be traveling out, so we'll know how to spend the money, okay, and how much, so they won't have to shit us from the airport to when we're going to be terminating and all of that. Where we're going to be spending our luxuries, okay.
Importer, exporter, outside, inside.
You know, yeah, I
Within.
don't understand. Outside, inside, how again?
I just the
It is,
hear
well,
you.
it is well with you.
Don't worry. Let's quickly start with the Danish krone this morning. Don't forget that just one Danish krone is costing Nigeria 210 naira, and then one Swiss franc is costing Nigeria 1,703 naira. One Saudi real is costing Nigeria 362 naira, and then one West African CFA is costing Nigeria 2 naira. I just wish that our currencies, or Nigerian currency, as the giant of Africa, would be, dominating all of these currencies, especially owing to the fact that we have all of the resources, the manpower, anything, the technical know-how, anything you could ever think of. But here we are having it so down here. But one Japanese yen is costing Nigeria just 8 naira, and then one Chinese yuan has dropped down to 200 naira, and then one South African rand is costing Nigeria just 82 naira, and then £1 sterling, just one pound sterling is costing Nigeria 1,819 naira, and then just €1 is costing Nigeria 1,517 naira. And then for the US dollar, right away this morning, after retaliating on Iran shutting down one of its aperture, and so we have just $1 is costing Nigeria so much money, 1,360 naira. So for you out there, you've heard it from me this morning. If you want to go buy ugu, you want to buy water leaf, you want to go eat in the restaurants around Malabo or wherever in the campus, just don't forget that that's how much it's going to cost you to exchange your money. If you want to go and eat in Chinese restaurants in Calabar, you should know that this is how much it's going to cost you to actually, pay with your currency.
Mind you,
out
the
there.
Chinese restaurant in Calabar, they serve big man kokwa. Anyway, we have a
Wow.
message this morning from Adefemi. It says, "Good
Okay.
morning, my people. How was your night? I know go fit go out today because I too love this weather." Adefemi, I asked about PVC. I know asked about weather, but it's okay.
But you
It's
said that
okay.
one too now.
It's
But-
fine.
Yeah,
It's all right.
I think staying back home means you've actually planned enough
Actually,
to spend,
I
because
envy
staying
people
at
that
home is
stay
more
at
expensive
home.
than going out in the morning.
It's a lie, sir.
It's a lie.
It's a very big lie.
I cannot
I
spend in my dream.
disagree. I disagree with you.
I cannot
Nah, lie
spend
you.
in my
I,
dream.
I
You
disagree with
spend
you,
more
sir.
staying home than going outside.
How so?
How?
How
Explain.
so?
Explain your theory.
Why
Let's
you
take-
just step one foot out and one of your foot outside like this? You just hear bagam,
Ding.
bagam. It just
Debit
come on. Please
alert.
explain to us how
Okay.
you mean.
Now, if you cook 2 cups of rice, for instance, I did listen. No, if you cook 2 cups of rice, for instance, and you leave the house in the morning, you come back, that rice will remain. You eat it the following day. But if you cook 2 cups of rice and you stay in the house every minute, especially this weather,
Then you lack
can be so
discipline. It's a
hungry.
discipline
No,
issue. It's not a
no,
it's a discipline
now,
issue.
No,
See,
It's
no.
a discipline. I can
That
stay in
is
the
if
house.
that's if you even have the strength to start about cook the food.
Me, if I'm home, I see that my bed. I will not leave that bed till that kingdom come.
The only time the only time I can leave is when
I
I'm
want to go and-
visibly hungry. Like I could faint if I don't eat at the moment. So I
Do you-
should have
it's
stand
a
up and
discipline
something.
thing, my
Do
brother.
you know why a lot of Malabres don't leave their hostel? When
Okay,
they don't
now
have
Thompson.
anything?
Now let's
Eh?
look at it this way.
Okay.
Let's say you don't even have the food in the house. The food no the house at all. So how is
You're
nice?
fasting.
No, you're not fast. Like the food,
You're
the
fasting.
food no day house, or
Okay.
maybe
There's no-
somebody said, okay, around 5, I go bring food, can't give it for house. You
Mm.
understand?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, stand up and go and eat every 2 minutes there now.
No, now.
No, go
No,
and eat the
now.
food every 2 minutes.
If you no get food, it's different. No? And if you don't have the food and you're in the house, you have Gary, you'll be chopping the gari raw.
Gary is so expensive that like
Hello.
as expensive as going outside now. You spend transport first of all. That's the
Okay,
first thing.
first, you spend transportation
Then
first.
second, you just be
These
like, me, I
days that
cannot eat
drivers
small
are
food
carrying
now.
gun. These days that drivers are carrying ammunitions. Okay.
Then you not be like me. I cannot just eat biscuit and drink water now. No, I have to spend something now buy food. And some people don't that their spending habits does not correlate with their bank accounts.
Mm.
They will spend the way they will normally spend. And I'll be like, if I perish, I
I
perish.
perish.
I know if you perish.
Oh.
But anyway, I
I
did
beg,
me, please. If you want to stay indoors, I beg.
I actually envy
Enjoy
people
the
that can
weather. I
stay
envy you
at
so
home.
much. I envy you so much because it's not a luxury that we can afford. Because the moment you stay home,
Mhm.
we'll go back to the village.
I eat SS when I stay back home.
And it is you. I
That's
knew
you.
it.
He's talking
You are
about himself.
projecting yourself on Adefemi, and that is not fair.
And I get so much. I get
Because if
a
I'm at
bit
home, I
sick.
will sleep half the day first. Then
Yeah.
stand up
On
and find
Saturday,
food.
on Saturday, I was sleeping all through. Right, I did not have anything to do on Saturday. Do you know that I slept till I felt weak?
Yes. Then you
I
sleep
mean-
again.
Have
sleep
you
again.
slept till you're weak? That's how much I slept. So that's what I'll be
So-
doing if I'm home. I'll be sleeping all day. But anyway, Adefemi, I hope that there's food at home. I hope that there's
Yeah.
light at home, and I hope that you have Netflix. If you have these three things, my brother,
You're
And there is
good.
no
Don't set-
dustbin around your area. You are free to sleep.
waiting concern the young man. Is he the commissioner for environment? Anyway, right now we're going back to the music. When we come back, we're moving straight to the national holiday segment right here on the show. I'll leave you in the hands of Burna Boy featuring Ed Sheeran. This one says, "For My Hand." Stay very close to your radio set. We'll be back before you know it. Burna Boy featuring Ed Sheeran. Welcome back from that short music break. Time check is 17 minutes past the hour of 8, and it's still the Morning Bus Show right here on Unico 103.5 FM, the only station that offers you the best of education, information, and of course, entertainment 360. We love to call it Edu Infotainment. Right now, we're moving straight to the next segment of the show, which is the National Holidays segment. And today, like I said, is the 10th day in the month of June 2026. The first holiday we have is National Iced Tea Day. National Iced Tea Day. Now let me look for trouble. Hi Thompson, have you ever had iced tea?
Not really. I've never heard that before. They
See,
want,
I admire your honesty. Like
yeah,
it's commendable. I
yeah,
love it.
yeah.
But I feel like they've actually Nigeria has transformed iced tea now. It's not iced
Really?
tea is not iced tea.
I've had iced tea in a couple of places, and it's really nice. It's one of my favorite drinks to have, actually.
The one I had was in my dream, though.
Yeah, at least you've had it.
But
That should count,
this
right, Sharon? That should count.
it shouldn't. Though. You know when you're counting money and the next thing when
Wait.
they just wake you up and be like, how much balance is a balance where? Shut up, you were sleeping. You know, yeah. So, but then I think today is that
People actually need to stop doing that thing.
Doing
Somebody
what?
is sleeping and you're talking over the person. So now I'm hearing your voice in the dream
Mm.
while I'm doing it. And then when I wake up now, I'm not like, wait, this one was actually not in the dream, it was real life. You need to stop doing that, like talking over somebody. I'm sleeping.
Now you
Keep
sabi.
quiet. Anyways, back to the IC. Something you were
Mhm.
saying.
Yeah, so I think for those who have birthdays today, if you can actually do me a favor, invite me. If you want me to drop my number, I'll drop my number. Do me a favor. Just one.
You have
So you
all
want
the
to
Okay.
capacity.
drink? You want to drink iced tea because it's somebody's birthday? Is that what you're saying?
You have the capacity to get yours, right? And there's a
No,
lot of
I don't
places.
have
Yeah,
that
come man, would
capacity.
rather buy fufu
I don't
with
have
that
that
money.
capacity.
I eat it with groundnut soup.
No, now you're wrong. I'd rather eat gari and limonwa. That's cassava leaf.
Sorry, come again.
Yes,
Limon.
cassava leaf. Limonwa.
That's cassava leaf soup.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's
Well,
I
so
thought
it's not
cassava
not like we
cassava.
use it.
I thought
Not
You're
like
cassava
we
eating
leaf
use
was
it
cassava.
as
poisonous.
I
soup.
thought so too.
No, not like we use it like a soup. No,
Okay.
no, no. We use it like a kind of
Wrap.
how do you call it? It's just like you put yam and then you have to eat egg sauce and all of that.
Okay,
So use
like
that sauce. Yeah,
sauce.
yeah.
Okay.
But countries like Ivory Coast, Liberia, Sierra Leone, even parts of Ghana, they make it like soup. But I don't enjoy that when they cook it like soup. So I prefer
God know
to
the
use
level
it
of
the other
hunger.
one. Yeah.
Wow.
So
That's
it's not.
Some
So
people.
for us here, let's say even this ugu that us we cherish it as a dikaikon. The Ghanaians don't eat it that way. Do you understand? The water leaf we eat here is just now that they start because of most Nigerians who are there and then teaching them how to. They use it as flowers. This water leaf that we're eating, like, and they tell you how much here. But there it's planted as flowers, not like something they eat. But in Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone, Liberia, and all those countries, they use the cassava leaf here. In fact, they plant it. They basically don't even have time for the cassava itself. It's
how
it's
dare
a this
them?
thing. Yeah. So
How
that is how
dare
it
them?
is. And they don't eat the way we eat here. You grab, right? But I tried.
But I've seen Ghanaian
tried.
food.
Yeah.
I'm good with Nigerian.
No, they have a lot of
Let's
other
not even do that.
of this thing.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's iced tea we are talking about, you
Yes,
people. Please.
Okay.
Yes, today's National Iced Tea Day. If you love iced tea like myself, ensure that you go out there and look for iced tea. There are a couple of restaurants in Calabar that sell iced tea, so you can indulge yourself. Now, the next one we have is National Bed Bug Prevention Day. I have a lot to say. Well,
Okay.
I'll say it during
Health
health
and
and
Health and
wellness.
wellness
Yes.
segment.
Now, the next one we have is National Egg Roll Day. How old were you when you realized that
Yay.
what we eat here is not
It's
egg
not
roll?
egg roll.
How
I
old were
think, is
you?
it Scotch egg they call it, right?
It's supposed to be
The
Scotch
Scotch
egg,
egg.
but they fry their own. You understand?
Mm.
Egg roll is not round. Like the traditional
I don't
egg roll
put
is
the
not
egg
right.
inside it. Actually, when I saw the picture, I was like, wait, so not the egg roll they talk about.
I've seen that. I think it's of Chinese origin, if
Mm.
I'm not mistaken. They don't the egg roll. They don't put a full boiled egg inside. No, be so then they do But trust Nigeria, my country, we'll do it our own way. That's their business. Whether they want to do egg roll like samosa, that's their business. We will
Consign.
do it our own way.
Because
Whatever
there's Nigerian egg roll, there's American Chinese
egg
roll.
roll.
Like
Mm.
the fair ones, the American Chinese one is flat.
Yes.
I think they need to fry it and then they put
Yeah.
a little like stuff inside. It looks like meat pie.
Mm.
Basically like our own meat pie because it's possible that they don't eat meat pie. Though. Actually, it's true they don't.
Have you seen
I
their
saw a
pie?
content creator. Yeah,
seen their
their
pie?
pie is like
Exactly.
round. There's
It's
a
a
content
different
creator that
thing.
was like, in London. He said he's going to try a couple of Nigerian dishes. You know there are a lot of thriving Nigerian restaurants there. So it was not like we tried the Nigerian meat pie. I'm like, Nigerian, you are touching it to it.
Yes,
It's our own.
Yes.
Wow, that's lovely.
The first time I saw pie, I'm like, wow.
And
We
it's
are, we
like-
are so unique in this country, and they use spoon to eat
Yeah,
pie.
it's like they'll cut it and then.
But our own meat pie in our hand with a bite
Take a
time.
bite.
You get some kind one where you go even bite and you know agree cut.
I would
Actually.
I would see it. I would
They're the
just
ones that will
throw, I
break
would
very,
trash
very
it.
well.
I would trash it. That's the end of the story.
People that
There was a
put-
time I was much. I can never forget. See, trauma is actually real, guys. I bought meat pie one time. I think I was in nursery school then, and I bit into it. Guess what I saw inside? No,
What?
just take a wild guess.
Cockroach.
Ah, if it was cockroach, please, that's some sort of meat. I saw macaroni from start to finish inside.
Oh my god.
That was what it scarred me for a very long time. Like, I was in shock. I was angry. I was surprised. A lot of emotions were just rushing through me.
Then I
that
did not.
day.
I did not buy pastry for myself. If my mom doesn't buy it, we are not eating it. My mom knows what to buy
Mm.
because if I buy it, I taste fried sweet potato inside or the one that they will mash and put it inside. I will
Yeah.
cry. That's how it is. I'll cry. So my mom usually buy when she's coming back from work. That's
Ever
the thing that we
since
should look
that
forward
day,
to.
I have been so careful with the kind of things I buy. Jesus. Anyway, today's National Egg Roll Day, so if you're a Nigerian
Celebrating
and
our
you
egg
like
roll.
exactly.
Our
Let's
own.
do it our own style. One for Nigerian egg roll and buy. For somebody like Sharon, she needs like 2 egg rolls because she
Yeah.
wants to balance the protein in her
And
body.
please,
I just love
while
it.
we are eating
Excuse
our
me.
own
Egg is a
roll,
nice
please,
Excuse me.
concept.
let's just have full egg roll. Let's just have full egg
You know that-
inside.
Yeah, I
You-
was
you know-
this before.
No. The thing is, back in the day, there used to be half egg
There
and
used to be
full
full egg.
egg. Yes, but now it is completely full egg.
No.
There used to be half
No,
egg.
no. Some people still do
no,
that thing.
Really?
Do you know that
No.
the person packed it with dough? I opened it, the egg was not full.
Uh-uh.
And I was pissed off because it's like treasure hunt now. I eat the egg for the
For the
egg.
egg,
Do you
mm.
understand? So
And
I was
please-
like, what's this?
So if
You
you
betrayed
must
my
put
trust.
if you must put it half,
Tell
just
the
just
customers.
put small yolk inside. Just
Actually,
small.
sometimes it's just the egg
Please
whites.
don't put the egg
I can
white.
relate
Just
to what
put the
something
yolk
is saying.
small. I know what I'm talking
I
See,
about.
actually
if I
like
ever
the yolk
buy
with
egg
it.
If
roll
not,
and
my
it's
yolk will
half-
come for you.
if I ever buy egg roll and it's half egg in it, I will sue the person selling it.
Tell me, because they would buy, I think if it's full egg, it would be like 500. If it's
Yeah,
half
it's
egg,
always
250.
cheaper, yeah.
It's cheaper, 250 or 300 naira.
Yeah.
But then they say, okay, full egg. No, why am I opening it? I'm not seeing the full egg that's supposed to be inside. Is it not better that I just buy bones and egg?
Do you
And boil
get?
egg and eat?
Anyway, ensure that you go out there today and indulge in egg roll because today is National Egg Roll Day. Anyway, the next one we have is National Herbs and Spices Day. National Herbs and Spices Day. Now, we're celebrating the herbs and the spices that help our food taste better.
Have you guys drank bitter leaf water?
No, I never will.
I did.
So something happened on Saturday, and it made me realize the importance of spices in our food.
Yeah.
So I was frying egg. I was making a big breakfast on Saturday, on a Sunday actually. So I got a lot of eggs and trying to do the traditional Nigerian breakfast, and I added pepper. Fresh pepper to the egg, and I got distracted. Pepper and onions. I got distracted somehow, and I just went back to the kitchen and started frying. And I realized it was halfway through the frying process. I realized that I did not add any spice to this egg. I'm like, Jesus Christ, have mercy. Not even salt, not even seasoning cubes, nothing. There was no spice in it, and it tasted so bland.
Bland. Yeah, you
Yes.
add seasoning cubes to your egg. You do?
Yes, I do.
I don't too.
What do
Only
you add
salt.
to it? Only salt.
Just salt. And then we usually do egg sauce, so it's like with fresh pepper and onions.
If
We don't
if it's
do
egg
seasoning cubes.
sauce, then why don't you have seasoning in it? Why
I
are
don't
they
know.
not spicy?
It's just a preference, and usually it still tastes the same
No,
way
it
as
can,
nice
no
as it tastes.
dear, no
With
dear.
tomatoes
No
and
dear,
all
no
the
dear, it doesn't
sugary
taste. It
shit
can
inside.
never taste the same way. It can never taste the same way. Never.
Do you know, I just realized
Don't
how
do that.
I realized that we're one of the countries, one of the parts of the world that actually appreciate spicy food, like spices, not just
Have you
spicy
been to
food.
India?
Taste. Yeah, I know. So I said that's I say one
Okay.
of because as I said, I remembered India too. As I said, one of. Now, my cousin that went abroad, she tasted their food. She was like, how do
It's
you guys
almost
eat
always
this?
bland.
How do you guys
Almost
eat it?
always
And it is
bland.
expensive. Like it's overpriced. She was like, "How do you guys eat?" Did you know? She said, you know that salt. They put salt. We call it crusette
Mhm.
set. I mean, yes, crusette set. If I can remember well, they put salt, mustard seed, and pepper there.
Okay.
She used it to
Mm.
help herself mix it in very very well because she was like, "There's no taste in this thing. Like, how do you guys not prioritize this?" And the funny thing is, that another reason in competitions, how do the judges taste? Because if I sit down there and judge their food, I'll give everybody zero.
That's why you cannot come from Nigeria and start
Exactly, to judge
judge
their food.
judge their food over there.
Exactly, because like most of them are so blunt. There's no spice whatsoever. Because I like the fact that I'm from here. Oh, we take pepper, we take seasoning seriously.
Even when it's not good for some people's health, they
We
will
take
still
it
consume
seriously.
pepper.
Exactly.
Some people that have ulcer, they will chop the pepper like say tomorrow no day.
Yeah, and if you know you don't like pepper, please, there are some people you should not date. You should not make friends. You should not
Yoruba
eat their.
men.
I
Call out
I
Yoruba
didn't
men.
call
How
anybody.
Yoruba
how
men.
I
how
didn't
is
call
liking
Yoruba
pepper
anybody.
a
women.
dating
So
criteria? Oh God,
Ah,
have mercy.
fine.
the,
Hey,
God
fine. A
have
Yoruba man can
mercy.
carry tatashi and eat like that. A call Yoruba
You people
man.
should leave me alone this morning.
Jesus.
I had a friend back then. She's even from Cross River State, but she
Mm.
was born and brought up in Lagos, particularly, and then at set point in time, and then she wanted to make noodles. Man, just noodles. I personally didn't eat that noodles again. I ended up not eating it. But she sat down, finished it, and didn't even take water.
Oh wow.
So she just has to take juice to step down. But when she's done, I said, okay, so can we go to
Funny how
somewhere?
that has actually
We have to go
affected
to
me too.
Crunches to go buy something for mine.
It affected me
That's it.
too. There's a time where we're eating
Guy,
food together.
that
My
was
friends were like, "This is spicy and all." I said, "Bring them, come if you don't want chop 'em." It's not spicy. I don't
I know
understand
that
what
I
this
like
is.
pepper, but I'm not the one that is crazy about pepper because that's how you consume pepper and to come to your head and
It
you
affects
start
every part
you
of your
lose your
body.
you lose your senses. So please let's not do that here, please. Anyway, that's how much can take on the national holidays today, right here on the Morning Bus Show. I'm gonna go 103.5 FM. We'll talk more about the National Bed Bug Prevention Day when we move straight to the health and wellness segment. Right now, we're going back to the music. When we come back, we're moving straight to the health and wellness segment right here on the show. I will leave in the hands of Kumi. This one says, I care. Stay very close to your radio set. We'll be back before you know it. Arike with Kumi, welcome back from that music break. Time check is 33 minutes past the hour of 8, and it's still the morning bus show right here on Unico 103.5 FM, the only station that offers you the best of education, information, and of course, entertainment 360. We love to call it a do infotainment. And right now, we're moving straight to the next segment of the show, which is the health and wellness segment. On this segment of the show, we ensure that we give you tips on how to stay healthy and, of course, stay strong. And today, we're talking about the National Bed Bug Prevention Day, and you need to hear this. Yes, you need to hear this. Sharon, what do you have for us this morning?
We're talking about a menace, a low key menace. The one that they are worse than mosquitoes. Trust me. Although mosquitoes have their own bid, but they are worse than mosquitoes and equally hard to get rid of. So, as much as possible, we want to try to prevent it. Now, bed bugs are small insects that feed on human blood, usually at night. They can hide in mattresses and furnitures, clothing, and cracks in walls. Preventing bed bugs is easier than and less costly than dealing with an infestation. You see them mostly on the crevices of your furniture, beds, inside of the beds. Like they'll be in those tiny, tiny, tiny holes, and they know how to reproduce in mass numbers. If you see a bedbug infested mattress, yeah, you would see white stuffs from it. Wi-Fi stuffs. Those white stuffs, I think they're called nymphs or so, if I can get them right. Those white stuffs are called nymphs, and then it has a full-on cycle. But their mode of production, they reproduce in massive forms, and they need your blood to actually reproduce properly. That is why they usually
Rapidly.
come to feed most of the times. So one of the ways to prevent bed bugs is to inspect secondhand items before bringing used furnitures, mattresses, clothing, or beddings into your home. Inspect them carefully for signs of bed bugs such as dark spots and skins and shed skins or live insects. Like I said, they will be white first, and then you see some other dark spots too. I think there's a mattress that we had in our house before. The thing was something brought this thing in, and you just need one.
Of course,
You
just in
just need
one.
one, one like something just brought it in. My dad didn't realize that his friend had a bedbug infestation. They had to clear the furniture out of the house to go and fumigate it and bring it back. So I think he attached his clothing or something like that because I think he sat down on one furniture before they carried it outside.
Yeah.
So he came back and unknowingly came back with it, and it attacked one mattress that was not covered properly. We weren't using it though, but it was just there. I don't know where my dad keeps some things in the house, but it was just there. It was just there, and that was where the bedbug decided to stay and infest. So that's why seeing it firsthand, they will see white spots, see dark spots at different points. And then if you're able to bend it, it's like just ordinary foam. If you're able to bend it like this, like open it, you will see live bed bugs in the crevices of those mattresses. So inspect second hand items as much as possible. If you know that okay, you've gone to somebody's house and you realize that person's house was infested with like bed bugs, inspect your own clothes first before you're able to sit down in your furniture and everything, because you just need one bed bug and then it multiplies. Keep your home clean at all times. Regular cleaning helps reduce hiding places for bed bugs. Vacuum mattresses, carpets, furnitures, and corners of rooms frequently. If you can air your mattresses as much as possible because they don't like hot environment. So you can air your mattress under hot sun as much as possible. Also, wash beddings regularly. Wash bed sheets, pillowcases, blankets, and curtains in hot water and dry them on high heat. Heat is effective in killing bed bugs and their eggs. Reduce clutter. Clutter provides numerous hiding spots for bed bugs. Keep rooms tidy and organize belongings to make inspections easier. Also, seal cracks and crevices because that's what they like to hide inside. Seal cracks and crevices in the walls, floors, furniture, and around electrical outlets where bed bugs may hide and breed. Be careful while traveling too. When staying in hotels or guest houses, inspect the mattress and headboard for signs of bed bugs. Keep luggage off beds and floors. Wash and dry clothes on high heat after returning home. Also use protective mattress covers. That's what actually saved most of the things that I just told my dad, I was like, this is the problem. this uncovered mattress here, this foam like this thing here, and he took it outside. And I think he sold it to Iron Condemn in Lagos there, and it reduced drastically. All we had to do was now fumigate, and we were good. Because we had the other mattresses had covers on this thing. So as much as possible, those things are very, very, very important. Protective mattress covers, not bed sheets, not bed sheets. Protective mattress covers, the ones that you wear on the foam and zip. Those are the ones I'm talking about. The protective mattress covers. Special bed bug proof mattress and pillow encasements can prevent bed bugs from hiding in bedding materials. Also inspect regularly, frequently checking your mattresses, bed frames, sofas, and other furniture for signs of bed bug activity. Avoid sharing personal items. Avoid sharing beddings, avoid sharing clothing or luggage with individuals who may have bed bug infestation. And also seek professional help early. If you notice signs of bed bugs, contact a pest control professional immediately. Early treatment helps prevent the infestation from spreading. Now, why is prevention so important? Helps you prevent itchy bites and skin irritation. You do not want to, like, most of the times, because my skin is very, very sensitive, the bites leave this very, very obvious bump.
Finish your story. Let me tell
Obvious
you my
bump.
own story.
It also reduces stress and sleep disturbance. I'm telling you, once they start, they say they are on you in the night. Like, you'll be scratching your entire body, you will not be able to sleep properly. Say it also saves money on costly extermination services, because I know that extermination in Nigeria is not cheap. It
Yeah.
also helps maintain a clean and healthy living environment. A simple rule to remember is inspect, clean, declutter, and protect. These four habits greatly reduce the risk of bedbug infestations. You said you had a story to narrate to us. So
So
share.
a few years ago, right,
Yep.
I was outside. It
Mm.
was carnival season, and I was working. I worked late into the night, and it was so late. I think it was around 2 a.m., so I couldn't come back home. So I decided to crash at a friend's place, and I got there with another friend. We're two. Got there. While the door was open for us, we're welcomed, and I was already satisfied with what I ate outside, so there was no need eating anything again. So when I came in, it was just to shower and sleep. I showered and I was on the bed. And I was on the floor. My friend was on the bed with that other friend. So after a few hours, this other friend came down and stepped on the floor. I'm like, the floor is getting cold. Let me go up to the bed. And I stepped there. Oh God.
You not
Things
asking
were
why
just
he came
biting.
down.
I did not ask her. That was my mistake. Things were biting me, and I thought it was mosquitoes, but the bites were so painful than the normal mosquitoes. So
Yeah.
I decided to go and ease myself. When I went to the toilet, I just turned on the touch. So, my skin inside is brighter than my face. So if anything happens to my skin inside, right, there's going to
Gets
be a
red.
very red
Yeah,
spot.
it's gonna
So when
show.
I went to the bathroom, it was as if I had leprosy. Jesus, like my entire arm. There was this patches. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
See,
Oh,
I
that,
was
yes,
I
thick
had
patches,
goosebumps.
exactly.
I had
Goosebumps,
goosebumps
yeah.
when I saw it. I was like, what? I now called my friend, come on, come and see you. My friend was like, what is this? I said, bed bugs. So I did not say anything to the owner of the house. I just carried myself to the floor.
And slept
I
back.
slept
Fine.
where? We're
Oh,
killing the bed bugs on the ground.
actually, it's a whole work.
We're cleaning it on the ground.
Jesus.
That's what we did throughout the night till morning. When I go back home, see the clothes I wore, I threw them away. I just threw it away. Ha!
Same thing happened to me like a couple of years ago. I came back to my house to rest. Like, I came back from school to rest. I laid one night, my hand, my shoulder to my upper arm,
Yes.
bumps were coming out. And I'm like, this is not mosquito bites. There's a difference. There's a difference. Yeah, I know my skin to the point where I
Yeah.
know what reaction is to cause. And then I was like, what's going on here? And it was itching bad.
Exactly.
Jesus, it was itching so bad. Then my mom now told me that I should be careful with my beddings and everything, that there are small bed bugs, that they brought it
Yeah.
from another person's house here. And lo and behold, one night I sat down and I started killing. There was one I saw. I bent the they hide the furniture now.
Yes.
I had to turn off the furniture off at the side of the furniture. I saw a line. God, I was so irritated.
Like you,
I was
like
like,
you
this is
have
what is.
goosebumps.
I said, this is
Honestly.
what is on.
No.
It's coming on my skin. And so it is bites like very, very intimate areas. That's how I saw one behind. Like I was like, what's going on here? On my waist region, like I was so confused. Like
It's
they'll
crazy.
keep
And it
pinching
takes
you.
one. That's the annoying part. It takes just
One.
one. That one can come in through somebody's clothes or
Mm.
somebody's shoes or something. But it just takes one. And when they come in, to
The
get
first time
them
I
out.
heard of those things was when my classmate then in secondary school brought his bag. He just dropped his bag. One started crawling, and the bed to show you that the bedbug had sucked enough blood. The
Yeah.
tray was leaving blood
Mm.
as the bedbug was walking. I was like, we were all terrified because we didn't realize what it was. Then we now had to do more research because my set then was like we're very curious about things. We had to do more research and we discovered that it was bedbug. I discovered how bad it was because it sucked blood. What scared me was the trail of blood
It was
that they
dropping.
left
Mm.
as he was walking.
I went to one of these schools, and so while I was there, it was in the afternoon, and so they then said that okay, one of the students brought out a particular mattress from far. When you see the bed from far, you know that these beds are tired. You know those beds that are very tired and stretched,
Just
and
the
they will
foam.
change color from the original to unoriginal. Now it will look from far, you will see, you will feel that yes, this is it. So when the girl threw the bed outside, everybody started shouting. I hope that is not the box, the main box of bed box, and that you're throwing outside. They see my clothes though. The other one ran and came and say, please remove this thing from this place and all of that. So why not they burn this particular one and request the management to change it? Right now, if you go through our hostels, you begin to ask questions. You're definitely going to be seeing all of these things, right? Because one, these are places that most times you don't see students taking proper care of these things, knowing very well that it is their health that is at stake. So for you out there, you heard it from the health and wellness segment that some methods for you to do. Now, oftentimes we hear the management say, oh, they want to fumigate, they want to do this in the hostels and all of that. So we employ this to happen regularly so that
Properly
things
too.
like this and properly. Yeah. And then when they say move out your clothes, please, as you're moving your belongings out from the hostels, ensure you keep them in a safe place first and go through these things if you do not have all of these things. So you won't take it to your home, so that you won't take it to your apartment or take it to your weekend where you're going to spend your weekend. Please, you know what I'm talking about. So please, you have to check yourself. And then
That will
sometimes
help
a
you.
lot of a lot of women, when they're making their hair, yeah, you get to notice that in their hair as well. So I think that, yeah,
That's
they have
lice.
a
That one is
lot of,
different. That
yeah,
was
lice.
another
Yeah,
one.
that is another thing on
Jesus.
its own.
I don't
So
like that one
please,
is worse. That one is way worse because it's your head.
it can be so troubling.
and I will
Yeah.
never experience something like
I
that.
had
So
I didn't experience it, but somebody close to me did. And Marty was like, you're the one with the fullest hair in the house. So what are you going to do? Are you going to shave the way? I said, shave my hair. Because of what? It's not me that has the lice. So we now did one special treatment like that I usually do. And I saw that it was not me that was the problem. And I was like, and it was painful.
Well,
Extremely painful.
at the end of the day, right,
We'll
your
talk about
hygiene
that
is
one later. Yeah.
important. Your
yeah.
hygiene is important. Bed bugs is not a good experience. It is a terrible experience. So ensure that, you take care of your beddings, ensure that, you're careful of the places that you go to where you sit. And also take care of your clothes as well, because you can go to somebody's house and the bed bugs will just stick on your clothes, and you take it to your own house and go and open a bed bug farm.
And those of you lecturers, those of you who all the time you be asking students to sew clothes for you, you're getting salary, you're selling textbook, and you want students to sew clothes for you.
So what have you
Thompson,
seen?
waiting
Okay,
rich so.
let me leave it at that.
Anyway, that's the
Somebody
much you
have
can
told me
take.
something, but let me just leave it at that.
That's the
If
much you can
have
take on the
ears,
health and
hear.
wellness segments. Thank you very much for listening. We are going back to the music.
Yeah.
When we come back, we're moving straight to the people and culture segment. This is Love Me Jeje by Thames. Stay very close to your radio set. We'll be back before you know it. 8:49 on the DOT. Welcome back from that short music break. That was Love Me Jeje by Terms. It's still the Morning Boss Show right here on Unico 103.5 FM, the only station that offers you the best of education, information, and of course, entertainment 360. We love to call it a do infotainment. Right now, we're moving to the next segment of the show, which is the people and culture segment. And of course, Sharon has something special for us as always, right here on this segment. So, Sharon, let's have it.
Like we said, as always.
Oh, keep quiet.
Anyways, we're talking on the Agungu Fishing Festival. Some people have heard it, well, they don't really know about like what it is and what it signifies. Most of the times, it appears in our cultural and creative arts textbooks. In front of it, it appears in a lot of in most of our secondary school textbooks. But we never really knew what it was exactly. We just said that it was that festival. But let me elaborate more on this festival today. The Agugu Fishing Festival is one of Nigeria's most famous cultural festivals. It is held annually in Agungu, a historic town in Kebbi State. The festival celebrates the rich cultural heritage, unity, and traditional lifestyle of the people of the region, especially their long standing relationship with fishing and agriculture. We really need to go back to agriculture and fishing. Aquaculture, agriculture, everything that has to do with anything agricultural, tilling the soil. Because that's where revenue is. That's where money is. But we just think that we don't realize it. Or we have realized it, but we don't really want to act on it.
I think we're actually doing pretty
Yeah,
well in
little by
agriculture
little.
these
Yeah.
days. Yes.
The festival dates back to 1934 and originated as a symbol of peace between the people of Agungu and the former Sokoto Caliphate after years of conflict. It was established to strengthen friendship and cooperation among communities. Over time, it evolved from a local celebration into an internationally recognized cultural event that attracts thousands of visitors from within and outside Nigeria. Trust me, if you go um online and check how the festival is done, it's a beautiful sight. Like it's a very, very beautiful sight to see. Fishermen would come and it's like not like an infestation, a lot of fishermen. So usually it's like a full-on competition. The highlight of the festival is a grand fishing contest held in Matan Fada River. Thousands of fishermen, when I say thousands, there are plenty, enter the river simultaneously armed with only the traditional fishing tools. You know, use those hooks
Yeah.
that we see in movies that they used to fish outside. They
Mm.
use fishing nets and gauge. Those calabash like things. So when they are fishing, when they are getting the fish, they are putting it into those gourds. When they are
Mm.
getting it from the where they catch it from the nets, is how the net is. That is just the makeup is just totally different from the modern one that we've seen here. So they just use traditional fishing tools. The participant who catches the largest fish within a specified period is declared the winner and receives prizes. The spectacle of thousands of fishermen rushing into the river at once creates a breathtaking scene. When I say it looks beautiful, especially from like an aerial view, and remains one of the most anticipated moments of the festival. Now, apart from fishing, the festival features several cultural and sporting events, including traditional wrestling competitions, canoe racing, agricultural exhibitions, traditional music and dance performances, craft displays and exhibitions, cultural parades, horse riding displays, and local food exhibitions. These activities showcase the rich traditions and customs of the people of Kebbi State and northern Nigeria. The Angogo Fishing Festival serves as a way to promote cultural preservation and heritage. It also encourages unity among different ethnic groups. It boosts tourism and economic activities. It provides a platform for showcasing local arts and crafts. Because I like the fact that they've not brought in any modern equipment. They are using what they used before when they
Locally made.
started it, exactly locally made, to preserve that culture, because that's been the culture since, and it keeps on replicating. It also encourages sustainable use of natural resources. It celebrates the importance of fishing and agriculture to local livelihoods. After all, before modernization came, that was where we got our food and means of livelihood from. The festival attracts tourists, investors, researchers, and media organizations from around the world. Local businesses, hotels, and artisans and traders benefit significantly from the influx of visitors, making the festival an important contributor to the economy of Kebbi State. The Agungu Fishing Festival is more than a fishing competition. It is a vibrant celebration of history, culture, and peace and community spirit. Through its colorful displays, traditional sports, and unique fishing contests, the festival remains one of Nigeria's most treasured cultural events and an enduring symbol of the nation's rich cultural diversity. It's actually beautiful how this has a lot of benefits to it. It attracts tourists. The influx also helps because when people are much, they would usually want to buy, they would want to patronize the local people that are selling whatever they are selling around there. The
Mm.
competition on its own looks like something that is going to be very, very interesting, especially for the fishermen that are
Yes.
inside there. And catching the biggest fish, there's also prizes to also be
So
earned
it's
from
also
it.
competitive.
Exactly. There
Mm.
are other additional festival activities that comes with it too. I want something I want to actually experience
Mm.
firsthand. I would definitely get the chance to experience it one day.
All right. Until then, that is the much can take on the people and culture segment. You've heard it, right here. I'm sure that a lot of us, when we're growing up, it used to come up in social studies textbook and civic education. One of
Textbooks,
those
yeah.
things,
Yeah.
one of those
Social
textbooks,
studies,
and
yeah.
it used to be something I'm like, how is this even possible? Like so many people in the water for a fishing festival, really? Like you see a lot, thousands of people,
Somebody
and
was
there's a particular
asking.
one that the man will jack a very big
Big
fish.
fish,
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Somebody was asking whether the fish days to finish inside the river. I said if you don't finish, they no go do them every year now.
Exactly.
I bet me fish no finish for river. Me will no begin chop chemicals
You will
anyhow.
chop snake now. Is that not your favorite thing to eat?
Chai.
Anyway, that's much can take on the people and culture segment. We're going back to the music. After that, the news flash by 9 a.m. will come up. Immediately after the news flash, we'll come back to continue the morning bus show right here on Unico 103.5 FM. I'll leave in the hands of Magix and Iris Star. This one says, Love don't cost a dime. Stay very close to your radio set. We'll be back before you know it. you dream, do you see beautiful rays of light shimmering, guiding you through the night? I know it feels like the night's getting longer and light is harder to find. I promise I'll always be there, I'll remind you when you close your eyes. If they send for me tomorrow, even if I leave right now, you'll find comfort there in knowing whenever in doubt, you can find me when the lights turn out. When the lights turn out. Even now, laying down hundreds of miles away, I can see you and me like it was yesterday. I know it's not the same, but I'm still behind you every step of the way. Look in yourself and I'll be there, I can guide you. All the love is the Go Hard or Go Home by Young John. Welcome back from that music break. Time check is 6 minutes past the hour at 9, and it's still the Morning Bus Show right here on Unico 103.5 FM, the only station that offers you the best of education, information, and of course, entertainment 360. We love to call it a do infotainment. Right now, we're moving straight to the next segment of the show, which is the top story segment. Like you already know, we like to start from the university community. Now, CES Director reassures students on status, addresses key concerns. The director of the Center for Educational Services, CES, University of Calabar, Professor Ikai Ikmeme, has reassured students of the center of their full status as bona fide students of the university, urging them to remain confident and committed to their academic pursuits. The assurance was given during a town hall meeting held at the CES conference room, where the director met with students to identify and address challenges affecting their academic experience. The meeting, which recorded an impressive turnout, provided students with an opportunity to openly express their concerns. Among the issues raised were the challenges of attending lectures alongside regular students, despite many CES students being workers who expected evening lecture schedules. CES students allegedly being treated as second class students, lack of adequate student representation, and concerns over their non mobilization for the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC). Responding to the concerns, the director, alongside heads of units within the center, clarified that CES students are fully recognized students of the University of Calabar and are accredited under the standards of the National Universities Commission (NUC). Professor Ikpeme emphasized that there is no distinction between CES students and their counterparts in the regular program regarding the validity and recognition of their academic qualifications. She encouraged the students to discard any notion of inferiority and embrace their status as integral members of the university community. On the issue of NYSC mobilization, the director of the center explained the policy framework guiding the issuance of letters of exemption to eligible CES graduates. She reaffirmed the center's commitment to students' welfare and academic success, noting that the town hall meeting was organized to foster closer engagement between management and students. The students expressed appreciation to the director and management team for creating a platform to listen to their concerns and provide clarifications on issues affecting them. Many participants described the meeting as enlightening and confidence boosting. The highlight of the meeting was the establishment of a formal student leadership structure for the CES students, which is to strengthen representation and ensure effective communication between students and the management. This is from the Public Relations Unit, University of Calabar, Calabar. What do we make out of this? This is a whole lot, and one thing I would draw from this is this new inducted town hall system.
System, yeah.
It's I like it how we have a leader that leads and other people follow. Recently, we had that the vice chancellor, did a town hall meeting for all the students at the University of Calabar, and I like how his followers are also following in that footstep. I mean, when you have a town hall meeting and have a one-on-one conversation with the students, you get to find out the things that are actually affecting them. So it's a very good one, and I hope that every other person plugs into this town hall system. So what do we make out of this?
Actually, I understand the applies because most of the times, actually, in that university space too, not just on the companies they've done, students also, whether the the ones that go through jam and get admission, um they usually tend to segregate them because they don't enter through the same means as them. You can't segregate them that they are second class students or something like that. And I feel like it should be debunked. You should educate students properly on the fact that there are a lot of programs in the university space, and these programs are to help, that to aid education on different levels. So it should not be
And
that
meets different
yes,
needs as well,
exactly.
because some people cannot attend school the regular way. Some prefer evening lectures because they are working or something.
Exactly. So I think before I entered university, there was part time, there was full time education, and all these things fall under these said categories. And so all this is to actually make sure that even though you are working, you can easily get your education as long as you are focused on doing it. So we should also educate students on the fact that there's nothing called a second class student. Every student in the University of Calabar that is in the University of Calabar, studying in the University of Calabar, either maybe it's open and distance learning, the sandwich students, or so, they are all students of the University of Calabar. And I also like the fact that we are now getting communication from the management. We are now getting people from the management coming to talk to students, coming to hear from the students, are bridging that, we are filling that gap that was set between the management and the students, not the one that the students and management are at war with each other. They're actually now collaborating and making efforts to work in synergy to make sure that the university space actually functions the way it's supposed to function. But as we are doing this, I also hope that these things, that the policies and all that's going to come out from this, are going to be implemented right. Not the one that when it's time for NYSC mobilization, there are problems regarding it, or when they are faced with the same problems, nothing is being done about it. So we hope that something good is not. So it's one thing to have a town hall meeting with students and to hear their problems and plights and everything. It's one thing to listen, it's one thing to act on it. So I hope that these things are also going to be acted on as much as they have been listened to already. But this is, a step forward regardless.
Yeah, I actually wanted to say something, but I'm scared about saying this, so they won't have to come for me because one, whether I like it or not, kind of evening school you come. But then again, it's good that you recognize that okay, you're coming to. Do you understand? But then you want to be recognized, and it's good. Just like you said, it's good that they have to follow all the directorates and are following the footsteps of the current management. Calling town halls and then listening to students, listening to people speak. Giving you more ideas for you to even better become a good directorate. Do you understand? Or director, as the case may be. Because if you do not call for town hall, how do you know that it is different from the other town hall? You grab, right?
I don't grab
however,
anything.
you
Please
don't grab.
move straight to your point.
That do I. So, however, these are part-time students for you out there, not the CES you go and write or GSS or not. So please, for the management, just like we've all appealed, that whereas you've heard from all of the concerns, the complaints they have, don't just say okay, we've heard, and tomorrow you still return back to what you've been doing before. You have to implement some of these things that have been suggested. If you look at don't forget that these are admissions given strictly by the school, and it does not NUC does not oversee this particular set of students in our public universities or institutions per se.
Well, this memo says The CES students are fully recognized under the University of Calabar. They are also accredited under the standards of the National University Commission,
Yes, so
NUC.
that's why it's only NUC's students that actually goes for service. If you look at it, NYC service. But now they are trying to see how they can harmonize that. But it's going to take a little time, trying to harmonize that. Okay, the fact that they have accredited courses are actually coming from NUC. So that's what that I understand by that. Okay, because you wouldn't have to. The only thing you have to get is exemption letter. That is just it. You
Yes.
won't get to go do service, doing CS courses or program per se. However, I think it's still just an appeal to the management to please listen to these persons. Sometimes you just wait to see who are these persons. Do they really exist? Now they actually exist. Okay, they have been existing, but we want to see that if you look within, let's say, the university community as it is, we have a lot of programs that sometimes a lot of persons do not even know that these kind of programs are still ongoing. If you do not have the time to be coming to school regular, please take your part-time and then be coming to school. Trust me, it's still certificates. You go still get them, okay? Exemption, lots of us go to normal, regular this thing, but still take exemptions because of one or two reasons, okay? So it's not a big deal out there. So except for most of you who say you must go for service, then you know the criteria for you to meet and all of that. Well, I think other directorates and other departments in the school should toll through that particular platform, call for town hall meeting regularly so that you listen to students, so that you be able to be a good leader, because that is just one key thing. Is helping you as the head of that particular department or directorate to be a good leader, because you're going to be getting informed by those persons who are affected directly. So you're going to be getting first class informations, if there are things that you need to get resolved, and then you put your team together and get them resolved.
Amazing. Moving on, we have a memo from Nelfon, and it's dated Tuesday, 8th June 2026. And it says, update regarding May upkeep disbursements. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NELFund, deeply regrets and apologizes for the delays in paying the May upkeep allowances to our valued students. We understand the financial strain this causes and wants to assure all students that this is an unprecedented situation we are actively resolving. The prevailing insecurities across various regions and severe unexpected economic setbacks have created complex resource allocation challenges that made it impossible for NELFund to disburse the May upkeep as scheduled. We are currently navigating these financial hurdles and are working tirelessly to secure the necessary funds. NELFund apologizes Nelfund recognizes the vital role these upkeep allowances play. We are pulling all available resources and exploring emergency funding mechanisms to ensure the necessary resources for the upkeep payments are made available at utmost urgency. We ask the Nigerian students community for their understanding and, above all, their prayers for NEL Fund during this challenging period of acute fund scarcity. The commitment of NEL Fund is to your welfare. The commitment of NEL Fund to your welfare is steadfast. We urge all affected students to exercise patience. Disbursements will commence immediately as soon as the funds are secured. Please be rest assured, Nelfon remains completely committed to fulfilling our mission of every Nigerian student making every Nigerian student access quality education without financial stress. What do we make out of this?
As soon as the funds are secured, when will that be? I was looking for a date. I couldn't find the dates.
Aside the
When
date, I'm sorry, but reading through this memo,
it's just
it has a lot of errors, and I'm asking myself, like, a lot of typographical errors, and this is coming from Nelfon. Okay, that's fishy, but okay.
Person where take loan go school.
That's very fishy.
Okay, let me not say that, but because if you look at that person that typed those things, sometimes it look as if somebody is actually trying to how do they use that word, impersonate. because it's only when you're impersonating or you're doing something in a hurry that you begin to be making unnecessary errors in such
There
a
are a lot of
respected
errors in
body.
this memo, I
Do you
promise you.
understand? So it's as sad as that. I don't know what qualifies that person to serve in that capacity. And then what is the directorate doing? You sit down and watch such memo, being released to the public. So this is why a lot of international communities are questioning most of our certification, because they use one stone to judge others. If such a body will release such a memo, to the public, you begin to ask yourself, so these people who are actually releasing funds for people to go to school and they themselves are doing this, are you sure these other persons collecting or receiving at the other hand are responsible enough? If this institution is not responsible enough to do and they are doing such an error. So you could think of it like me. I keep saying I am not a party to free monies, first of all. And then for most of you who have buried all your tentacles in this particular monthly stipends, for you to survive, well, you have to sit up, because one day you will hear technical glitches and it will take you through 3 months, you will not get anything, and before you get it now, they start telling you to come and pay your tax. Please wise up, get something doing, and don't put all your mind in this particular funds per se.
And I think most Nigerian students also fail to understand that these are loans, and you're going
That
to
you have
pay
to pay
them.
back.
Not
So you
that-
start
that's-
working.
It's not free money per se.
Yeah.
It's not free money. You will pay and some people have this mindset that in Nigeria they don't collect the money. One day you wake up and you see that all the funds in your accounts
They will
they've disappeared.
move it out.
Outside.
And they will
Piam,
not ask for your permission to do that.
They'll just
That's
give
the
they
you
have your
notification.
BVN. They'll just give you notification and you read it in your email.
So
Text
while you're
message.
taking all this upkeep
Okay.
money and stuff, ensure that you have it at the back of your mind that these are loans and you're going to have to pay them back.
I think if you keep it
somehow.
at the back of your mind, you forget.
Okay,
Put it
keep
at the front of your mind.
Yes, that at the end of the day you're going to have to pay these loans when
Yeah.
the time comes. Anyway, moving forward, we have press release from Cross River State Police Command. Now, police dismiss viral Calabar South get ready image as unverified and misleading. You guys should calm down.
Oh
The
my
last
God.
person that tried that have been arrested, though.
So it
Okay.
says the attention of the Cross River State Police Command has been drawn to an image circulating on social media, particularly WhatsApp, bearing the inscription Calabar South Get Ready. The command wishes to state that the image is unverified and should not be regarded as an official communication or a true representation of any security situation in Calabar South or any part of Cross River State. A review of the image shows visible signs that raise doubts about its authenticity. Notably, it carries a Meta AI watermark indicating that it may have been generated using artificial intelligence. While this alone does not conclusively determine its origin, it raises serious concern regarding the authenticity and reliability of the content. In addition, the image contains no identifiable location, official signal, or other verifiable details linking it to Calabar South. Members of the public are advised not to share or rely on unverified content capable of causing unnecessary fear, panic, or confusion. The command urges residents to obtain information only from official and credible sources and to disregard the image in its entirety. The Cross River State Police Command remains committed to ensuring the safety and security of all residents. Signed by ASP Etiokba Sunday, Police Public Relations Officer for the Commissioner of Police, Cross River State. What do we make out of this? I
This
saw
thing
that
looks like an
circulating.
AI generated photo now.
Yeah, it's an
From
AI
the onset.
generated photos.
It
From
would,
the
it would
onset.
shock you that a lot of people like you took that photo seriously. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
You see, if it's
And-
the young older generation, I'll be like, okay, they need younger eyes to actually confirm whether it's true or not. But looking at the image, it is AI.
Yeah.
It's just by looking at it, it was not even
saw another one
something
that
that was
says-
tweaked to look even real.
Yeah.
Safe. It's just anyhow.
That's
Yeah.
another one that said, Atimbo, get ready, you're next. Something like that. But why would somebody? I think is sometimes there are some things we joke with, and it's too far, it's too
Yeah.
expensive, because I bet you there's a possibility that somebody that resides in Calabar took it upon themselves to actually create such, images, and it's misleading, and it's
They thought
also,
it would be a joke.
that's not a joke. I was going home yesterday, and somebody said, see as you carry face. He was telling another person, see as you carry face like bandit. That's not funny. That is not
That
funny.
joke has been going
That's
around
not
since.
funny.
In
It's a
fact,
very stupid thing to
my
say.
brother's friend was like, I think he was walking on one quiet side of the road. People are like, Alpha, better be careful before bandits won't carry you. Do you know what the human
Like,
being
it's a
said?
very stupid
Do you know what
joke
he
to
said?
say.
Do you know what he said? He was like, I actually want to know how it feels like.
Wow.
Hmm.
Ha
Hmm.
ha.
That's terrible.
That's to show you that there are things that
Hey.
people are actually dying of, things that people
No, we
are
joke
suffering
too
from,
much
but
about
we are
some things.
joking about it. We are making
We
a
joke too much
mockery
about.
of it. It
I'm
makes
sure.
no sense.
I'm sure it was somebody that just said to just do it.
Cruise
Just
in
cruise
quotes.
and then post it. Then somebody decided to reshare it, and
And
then
one thing about misinformation is it spreads like wildfire.
like as it's just spreading, it's just one spark that they need
Yes.
finish, and then it goes. The funny thing that maybe the person that viewed this person's status saw it as a very real, without seeing
Maybe
the whole write
millennial.
up and
No
everything.
offense to them.
Exactly. Then the millennial now
Mm.
reshares the thing, and the Gen Z that is supposed to look at this thing properly reshares it again
Yeah.
and thinks it's actually real,
Yeah.
and then that's how it
That-
spreads.
Yeah, the Cross River State police relation officer talking about ESP Sunday Tekwa have actually come up with a very good content. I think yesterday or thereabout.
Urging content creators
Yes,
not to
urging
spread.
content creators.
Mm.
Whereas you're someone that people want to listen to, but please let's begin to differentiate between content
Mm.
and intents that are capable of distorting the peace and unity of the state.
True.
Now, if you look at what is happening in Nigeria, we shouldn't be joking with everything. It's just like this gas that has rose up to about 2,000 something per kilo. Now, a lot of persons are very happy about it. If not, they will still not go to the street to go and start singing praises and all
Do you
of
know that
that.
sometimes I ask
Now,
myself, is it that the government, when the government do certain things, let's say there's insecurity, the government will be like, don't worry, they'll create content out of it. Don't bother yourself.
that is
Like,
why the
I
governments
just
are
think
not,
about it
because
sometimes.
they believe that they are going
They'll
to
make a
create
joke
content.
about it and they'll move on.
Yeah.
So there's no
Yes.
point.
You see these children that are kidnapped.
Mm.
There are 100 and millions of content that have been created already. Now it has now turned to
The content is not
now it has
awareness
now turned,
content.
yeah. So it's now becoming something that
It's a trend.
It's a trend. It's just
The
not be normal
the
thing.
time we used to actually create all these contents that we just laugh and scroll. Can't we use the time to actually hold these leaders accountable properly? Because we have power in our hands. Our phones are here, and we use it to do things that make absolutely no sense. That time I'll be using it to generate an AI photo that
For
would
what
cause
reason
chaos.
exactly? For what reason? Like, what was that photo in aid of? You generated an AI photo saying that banditry is coming to Calabar South and all of that. What was that photo in
We
aid
joke
of?
too much.
The one
Because
who
at the end of the
started
day,
it, the one who
somebody-
started it over there have been arrested. The person who started trending this thing have been arrested. And then Nigerians were saying, oh, so you guys were able to trace the person and arrest this person who made this post. And up till today, you guys have not been able to arrest bandits that are doing live giveaway. Giveaway.
No, see, I
Up till
feel
today.
like there are two perspectives to this thing.
Okay.
We should not, the government has their own role to play.
Okay.
Yes, which we are still waiting for what they are supposed to do. But then we have our own role to play too. We are trying to curb banditry already in other vulnerable parts of Nigeria. And we're trying to advocate that these said individuals, these leaders in power should actually put in things in place so that insecurity will be curbed in Nigeria.
Okay.
Then we have our own role to play. They're trying to curb insecurity. You are causing more chaos somewhere else. So there are roles to play in this thing. If they are trying to, how would they have not finished curbing the insecurity, they will now start fighting fake news also at some point. So we have our own role to play too. If you feel like there's nothing reasonable you want to post online, you can drop your phone. You can just scroll. You can scroll. Instead of creating, some people just stay. I feel like standing in front of my camera to say utter rubbish. And they'll just do it and post it. And then the next thing, people like it. It's the people that like the videos from me. And it goes. Those are the ones that actually go viral.
Exactly.
Those are the ones that go viral. Not you see a normal post, a post that gives awareness to some certain illness or disease or something like that. That one is stuck at like 200 and something, like something. But you see the ones that are fake, most of the times they're not even authentic information. They're the ones that go viral more. So we have our own roles to play towards these particular things. There's some things that we should not joke about. This thing is not funny. It's not funny in any way.
I don't think people that have not experienced it understand the intensity of this thing, because when you experience it, you realize that it's something that people cry for weeks, people cry for months, and you're making a joke out of it. Like, you sit in the comfort of your home and generate an AI image saying Calabar South. Are you sane? Like, what was going through your mind when you generated that image? Because in my head, I'm like, okay, you generated it, right? Good. Now, what did you intend to achieve by spreading or posting that image on social media? Was it a joke?
Possibly a laugh.
A
Just
laugh.
like finish,
wow.
And then you
is that
pass
something?
by.
Is that something to be to laugh about?
And we have
Is that
we
stand-up
have
comedy or
pressing
something?
we have pressing issues that if youth were to come together to actually hold these people accountable, because most of the times you have my mates, people in my, like, people in our age group saying, advocating for vote right, that vote credible leaders. Then we have half of us saying Nigeria no go better. Collect what if you collect now.
Yeah.
We're not united to the point. So what's are you united? You see all these things I'm talking about. Some people actually not still come
Well,
out to
at the end of
vote.
the day, I hearing myself now and thinking about this whole situation, right? It doesn't even surprise me that somebody would generate an AI image saying Calabar South be ready. If Nigerians like you and I can go on the life of bandits to get money, give away money, then we really are
It's
not
not
ready.
all of us that want the betterment of Nigeria with
True.
our actions.
And that's the problem.
That's the
That
thing.
is the problem.
Because we are unified enough. There's some things that will not be happening in this country if we are unified enough. And if you put these people on hot seats, there's some things that will not be happening in this country.
Well, at the end of the day, if you're a content creator, if you're a netizen, you scroll on social media, you make posts on social media, ensure that whatever you're posting on social media is credible. Do not cause mayhem. Do not cause rampage because of the kind of content that you choose to put out there. Ensure that it is verified before you post it, please. The police relations officer, public relations officer, said something. He said, when you post something on social media and get the likes, yeah, they make you feel good, right? But have you thought about impact? What impact does that content create on the lives of people today and even tomorrow? That is what you should think. You should think long term. Don't think about the likes, the clicks, the views, the shares that you have. What impact is it damaging? Is it a very bad content that will put the lives of people at risk, or it will misinform people to do certain things that they're not supposed to do? That is something that you should put at the back of your mind, or like you guys said, the front of your mind, because when you put it at the back of your mind,
you definitely forget.
So ensure that you put it in front of your mind. Always put content that are verified. If you're putting any updates and information, ensure that they are verified and they are credible.
Yeah.
Verified, and if they're not verified, if you're not sure, don't post it. Until you are sure, until you've gotten verified information, do not post, please. It's very important, because these days everybody is literally on their phones and they're consuming content. So whatever they come across, they choose to believe it, because it's on social media. It has 10,000 likes, so that means it's authentic, it's original. But you are there spreading fake news, fake content, and it's detrimental to the peace and tranquility of our society. So please do not share content that are not verified. Thank you very much. Anyway, that's much can take on the top story segment. We're going back to the music. When we come back, I'm moving straight to the conversation of the day. It's still the Morning Bus Show right here on Unico 103.5 FM. I'll leave it in the hands of my lady. This one says, Holy Ghost, stay very close to your radio set. 9:35 on the DOT. Welcome back from that short music break. That was Holy Ghost by Malay. It's still the morning bus show right here on Unico 103.5 FM, the only station that offers you the best of education, information, and of course, entertainment 360. We love to call it Edu Infotainment. All right, now we're moving straight to the next segment of the show, which is the conversation of the day. And this is where you get to call us up and tell us what your opinions are. 0809 4444058. I'll take that again, 0809 4444058. You can send an SMS to that number or send a WhatsApp message to that same number, and we'll take it right here on the show. Now, it says here that residents of Ogo Wanihen, Ebi Alu, decry lack of clean water. Residents of Ogo Wanihen and Ebi Alu communities in North Ukele Yala local government area across the state have lamented the absence of basic social amenities, particularly access to clean and safe drinking water. The communities reportedly lack a functional central water supply system, forcing residents to depend on unsafe water source and exposing them to serious health risk. Community members are calling on the government and relevant stakeholders to urgently intervene by providing sustainable water supply and other essential infrastructure to improve living conditions in the area. So I'm just going to play a little voice note or a little clip, and we'll come back to the conversation.
Yeah, please give us drinking water in ABB community in Cross River State, Yala local government in Cross River State. Please VDM give us drinking water in ABB community. Please VDM give us drinking water in ABB community. Please.
How are you? Okay. Is it drinking water?
Yes.
Okay. What's the name of this village?
Alu.
Okay. Alu. Alu. Okay. This particular community, what's the name?
ABB.
ABB. Okay. What she's saying is that ABB is under Alu community, and Alu is under Ogo in Waniheb, not Ukele, Yara local government area of Cross River State. And if you look at it, this is where they get their drinking water. So, we're calling on both state government and federal government, very dark man, everybody, just please to help us get a borehole in this community. Well, as I speak to you now, this is where everybody get water from this community, ABB as a whole. We don't have a borehole in this community. So please, if you come across the video, please like, share, and comment. You can see the small children here. You can see our mommy here.
Okay, first things first. At what point in Nigeria did we start to depend on individuals for things that are supposed to be provided by the government? If you listen to that video carefully, they continuously made mention Very Dark Man. Very Dark Man is not a minister of infrastructure. Very Dark Man is not a senator. Very Dark Man is not a House of Reps member. Very Dark Man is not a local government chairman. Very Dark Man is not a governor. Very Dark Man is not a stakeholder in the country. But somehow, because of how the system has failed, over and over again, people are now turning to individuals for things that the government are supposed to do. It's very pathetic. Now, because it's a video, you might not see how bad that situation is, but they are literally fetching very unclean and dirty water for drinking in 2026. I am perplexed as to how people don't have, or communities in Nigeria don't have, clean drinking water. It's very, very disheartening. It's very, very, very pathetic to know that there are communities in 2026 that do not have clean drinking water. And looking at it, water is a basic amenity, for God's sake. Everybody needs clean, not just water, but clean, healthy water for consumption, because you use water to do literally everything: to bathe, to drink, to cook, you name it. And if in 2026 people still don't have clean water, communities around Cross River State don't have clean water, then it's safe to say that the government have failed. It's very safe to say that the government has failed. But let us know what you think about the situation this morning. 0809 I'll take that again. 0809 You can send an SMS to that number or send a WhatsApp message to that same number. 0809 Now, if your community still lacks something as basic as clean water, would you say the government has done enough to improve your life, your quality of life? If your community still lacks something as basic as drinking water, clean water, would you say the government has done enough to improve your quality of life? If yes, I would like to know why. If no, I would also love to know why. 0809 I'll take that again. 0809 Now, in 2026, is it even normal for communities in Nigeria to lack basic amenities like clean water supply? Is it a normal thing? Let us know this morning. 0809 I'll take that again. 0809 You can send an SMS to that number or send a WhatsApp message to that same number, and we'll take it right here on the show. The people of Alu community, they're in a very bad state right now, because I cannot imagine in this age and time that I don't have access to clean water. We use water for everything almost every day. Okay, we have a call right now. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Casey.
Yeah, this concerned citizen once again on the radio this morning.
All right,
Good
talk
to have
to
you.
us.
Morning.
Yes, quickly I have to say that these people in particularly, we are talking about water as a basic necessity. It's one of things in our constitution, government need to pay attention into. Not when election comes like this. Most of this thing you are seeing here, all those voice, this thing you are seeing here is because of the election is around the corner, and they want to use it as a campaign promises. To look as if they have done something or they are doing something. So political propaganda. That's what I call it. If you look at
hello, Mr. Casey, are you still there? Hello. Okay, Mr. Casey, do well to call us right back. 0809 I'll take that again. 0809 You can send an SMS to that number or send a WhatsApp message to that same number. What do you think about the residents of the Alu community in the Yala local government area lacking something as basic as clean water? 0809 I'll take that again. 0809 You can send an SMS to that number or send a WhatsApp message to that same number. Now, if your community still lacks something as basic as clean water in 2026, do you think that the government have done enough to improve your life quality? If yes, I want to know why. If no, I would also love to know why. 0809 I'll take that again. 0809 You can send an SMS to that number or send a WhatsApp message to that same number, and we'll take it right here on the show. Okay, we have a message this morning, and it says, "My name is Nelly. I'm texting from Goldie. No, I don't think the government has done enough. Clean water is one of the most basic necessities of life. If people are still trekking long distances and drinking from streams and contained sources in 2026, then something is clearly wrong. Development should start with improving essentials like water, healthcare, roads, and electricity. Without these, many citizens will continue to struggle regardless of the promises being made." Okay, let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
yes, I was saying.
Okay,
Welcome back.
If you look at Southeast, for instance, I told us here the other day that since a bird started flying without pigeon, then the hunter will start shooting.
Without
without aiming it. Are you getting me? So that since they have devised means to reaping Nigeria the way of their own selfish I'm talking about politicians. And then also we will devise a means to also do something for our own well-being. Now, take a good look at the kind of policies they are playing in the Southeast, for instance. If you are vying for the seat of a governor, I've said it here over and over again. And you look at the community, because every local government, you are expecting vote there. Yes. Okay? And if you look at the community and see their needs, and if you have come to do any political campaign there, you go and provide those things before anybody can go and queue in line for you and say you are voting. That is the way it's supposed to be. Because this is 21st century. The gone are days you are making empty promises. When I get to the office, I will do this, I will do that. No. That is not the type of politics they are playing in the Southeast. If you are vying the office of a governor, you go and construct road, and you do it before you can vote for you. So that is the way it's supposed to be. The same thing with local government chairman. This Yala, for instance, they are talking about. They can't tell me they don't have a local government chairman or councillor to hold them responsible for all this. They must not come to radio station to begin to shout. They know who they go and do have a consequences that are representing them. Go there and they shout. This is the time of election. So this is my contribution this morning. They know what they're supposed to do, and they fail to do that.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Casey, for calling to enjoy the rest of your day. 0809-4444-058. I'll take that again, 0809-4444-058. You can send an SMS to that number or send a WhatsApp message to that same number, and we'll take it right here on the show.
I feel like we need to actually give a visual representation of how they are scooping water. So that's if it's something that they dug up, then when they see water, they would stop there and use little bowls to scoop into kegs and cups.
That's not a well. That's not a well.
Like sometimes they dig all of that just for them to get
a
water.
well is a very
Have you seen?
large,
it's a puddle.
It's just
not a well.
puddle.
It's a puddle.
They'll dig when they see water, they'll start scooping from there. And God knows whether they boil it to even make it rid of some contaminants. Some scoop from streams that all these river bodies that are not fit for drinking. And we have the executive chairman, in name of Honorable Dr. Fred Okem, and 14 elected councillors representing 14 political wards.
At the same time, he's a doctor.
All these titles.
At the same time,
the councillors are waiting for their 10 million naira grants from the governor
to use and buy car.
Yeah, to buy their
so
cars.
that they will not be able, so that they will not owe, and so that they will not deduct from their own salary that this is the first of its kind. And guess what? They were clapping. So recently, the president traveled out, and then they were saying that, why is it that those clapping machines were not brought to that particular event? As they say, they clap. I am trying to return back to 2023 general election campaign. When, as at January 31st, 2023, as at 8 p.m., when Punch newspaper came up with the post that the current president then, made a campaign and promised cross riverians that he's going to give them jobs. Promise that he's going to use the inland water. In fact, in his own words, I think this particular newspaper captured it the way I love it. The Liberation News, that has to do with dignity in defense for humanity. In fact, in his own words, he expressed sincere appreciation to the teaming, and he said, "We will turn the water surrounding and the Atlantic of Cross River State to a better state than Florida." Do we know Florida in United States of America? That is the comparison that he gave. Now, I think, I don't know, I am so sad that, despite all of the education we are acquiring as cross-riverians, despite the kind of religion we are actually practicing as human beings in this part of the world, we will still sit down and expect the same human being to come and lie for us again. And guess what? They will tell you 4 years is too small. 4 years is too small, and you went round 36 states to promise Nigerians that you're going to give them better life. It still goes back to the governor. If you know you cannot provide this, just little as this, to the communities in your state, so why then are you going around to tour? If you know you can't, stay back in your house. That is our money. Use it wisely. That's what we're asking for. We are not asking for too much. And somebody will come and defend you that 4 years is too small, they should give you. You didn't know that 4 years is too small, and you're going ahead to campaign. You know that you want to be a governor, you want to be a president. Please, for crying out loud, Nigerians, I don't know, no matter how we beg most of you, already you've made up your mind. I don't know what is in your head, but you've made up your mind, that your fixed mind, that you are just ready to sell and buy your vote, and you're just ready not to vote at all. You're even the worst person ever. So please, we do not want to see what has happened before. This time we don't want to tell you vote wisely. You should know what you should do at this point in time. We've suffered enough. I think there's an artist that said, have we not suffered enough? Have we not suffered enough?
Maybe you have.
What
Maybe
is the problem?
Some of them have not suffered enough. Maybe they still need more.
Just like you said, they have councillor, and look at the title of the local government chairman. This is why I have issues with when they say impartial fulfillment. No, it shouldn't be impartial fulfillment. If they give you a project, I think it is high time our Nigerian universities should start giving students, if it is time for you to do your last year project, your project in school, go to your community, tell us what is happening in your community. I think this is where politicians should now fall back to and look at this concerns, or the heads of department should now have meeting with local government chairman and say, this is what we get from so people from your own community, from your own local government. It's just like this issue between Yakor.
Do you think they care?
That is the problem.
Do you think they care? Because at the end of the day, if the governor can actually can allocate 1.93 billion naira to councillors for their car grants, that shows you where priority is focused on. Because at the end of the day, we have a lot of failing sectors in this state and in this country, but somehow our governments always have a way of telling us what their priority is. Even 2026, people are still struggling for clean water. We have a message here. It says, good morning, presenters. My name is Rosemary. I'm texting from Atamunu. It is not normal at all. You know, they're normal to you. We are talking about 2026, not 1926. Okay. Communities should not be celebrating the arrival of, arrival of water as though it is a luxury. Government officials campaign every election season and make promises, but many communities remain forgotten after elections. Access to clean water should be a right and not a privilege. I completely agree with you, Rosemary. Access to basic, not just clean water, but basic amenities. It is not a privilege. It is a right of every citizen. Every tax-paying citizen deserves every basic amenity there is.
Water, light, road. Just give us that. In my street, there's this street that have stayed for about 6 months now. Just in Calabar here, they didn't have light. But guess what? That street has a councillor. Every evening, especially weekends, they sit in that place and drink, consume so much. They spend so much money.
And funny enough,
it was 2 days ago they had light.
Funny enough,
guess what happened? It was as if it was carnival.
This said,
of course, in this 21st century.
This said local government chairman. I forgot to mention Elder. It's part of it. Honorable Elder Doctor.
You're talking about what of this person that becomes a reverend and up to today he doesn't even care about what is happening in the state.
One of his primary promises is infrastructure and water, prioritizing road construction, healthcare upgrades, and the establishment of motorized solar boreholes for rural communities. Underline that one. And in 3 years, these people are still scooping water from the floor. Can you imagine? Imagine how.
Now, there's something you should ask yourself, Sharon. The local government chairman of Yala,
does he
stay there?
Okay.
Does he stay there?
He stays in the council headquarters at Okuma, if I pronounce that right. And you have 14 councillors.
That's very.
You have 14
cute.
councillors that you have disbursed local budgets to, and you don't even hold them accountable to even start with.
Well,
and you promised them this.
You might not even blame them, because even them, the councillors, do they even have access to funds? We talked about local government autonomy, and up till date, we are not even sure if there is
bet you
any local
there's
government
nothing like
area that
local
has that.
government autonomy.
Yeah,
at the
so
end of the
if
day.
the local government self, on the other hand, do not even have access to these funds, how then would they do their projects? Because the state governor will sit down and decide everything. Why is the state government so determined that they are going to take gift cards to 10 million? Is that not enough to give each council ward water? In fact, I don't even see that as something as a big deal, because if here in Calabar a lot of people still lack water board have gone into a state of comatose. Still today people are still in that offices taking money.
Well,
so if here
it's
in Calabar
shocking.
we are facing all of this, how much more
It's
communities now?
shocking and
Look at the
embarrassing.
road that the governor, the commissioners, ministers are using from Odipani down to Ogoja and Bekwara, Obanliku and all of those things. The road they are using is as terrible as that, and you want them to go and give people water to drink and survive to do
at
what?
the end of the day, I don't think the governments realize how embarrassing it is on them that in 2026
They are
communities
not
lack
feeling
something
embarrassed
as
at all.
basic
They
as
are not.
clean water.
I feel like she not have the right to come and say, I have done this, I have done
This
that.
goes to show that you should go out there and get your PVC. At the end of the day, I've come to realize that every conversation we have on the show these days, it leads to you.
And do you think
getting
there are
your
people in that
PVC?
community that are not bent that 4 + 4 is 8? You think there are people in that community that are not, they have determined that they don't care whether the president does anything or the governor does anything or the local government does anything. All they know is their party should go back to power. That is just it.
So why are they now calling on Very Dark Man? What do they want the innocent man
do you
to
understand?
do?
I don't even know.
But at the end of the day, please ensure that you go out and get your PVC done. Your PVC is very important. Your vote is your power. Your vote is your voice. If you want a better society, if you want a better Nigeria, ensure that you go out there and get your PVC. Come 2027, ensure that you go out and vote. Your vote is your power. If you want change, if you want to see the desired change in our society, ensure that you go out there and vote, because it's very important. Don't say that your vote will not count. It will count. This time around, your vote will count. So ensure that you go out there and vote wisely. Well, that's so much can take on today's episode of the Morning Boss Show. But before we draw the curtains, let's have the quote for the day. So Sharon, what do we have for today?
Okay, the quote of the day is, do not wait for extraordinary circumstances to do good. Try to use ordinary situations. This quote is by Jean Paul. Do not wait for extraordinary circumstances to do good. Try to use ordinary situations, by Jean Paul. Use every little opportunity to show kindness, every little opportunity to do good. Most of the times, one thing I realize is that we have this habit of looking for what to gain from another individual, from another human being, whether it's at the detriment of that person's well-being or not. Use every little circumstance you can do to do good to the next person, because to definitely come back to you afterwards. Every little circumstance you take to be kind to someone, you're actually saving that person's life in one way or the other. So be kind, be good in every circumstance that you are in, to make Nigeria a better society to live in.
All right, thank you very much. And that is the much you can take today on the show. It's been so much fun. Ensure that you follow us across all social media platforms. On Facebook, we're Unicorn Radio International. On Instagram, TikTok, and X, we are Unicorn Radio. Ensure that you keep a date with us tomorrow, same time, same station. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Ensure that you go out there and get your PVC. Ensure that you spread the news out there for other people that have not heard that they should go out and get their PVC. Be a good person, smile, and ensure that you are, kind to everyone that you come across. So we'll come away again tomorrow, same time, same station. Stay glued to Unico 103.5 FM and don't touch that dial. I'll leave in the hands of Tenny. This one says, Uyo Mayo. Good morning and have an amazing day ahead.